This is a presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Any other use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the Oklahoma Sports Network's consent is prohibited. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be used without express written consent.
And we are live here at the Macarthur Highlander Cameron Stadium. Are you ready for some football? Thursday night action, and it's 0 week, and we're practically the only game in town. There's another big game. It's going to be Bixby and Owasso for a Thursday night. But, Jay, it's Macarthur and John Marshall here in Lawton.
Yeah, we're excited. Hey, this is the beginning of year 8 for OSN. What an exciting time to start off the season again. I can't wait. I know it's hot. But this is going to be – it's a good way to start a Friday night on a Thursday.
And because of the heat, they made it an 8 o'clock kickoff, so you haven't missed anything. It wasn't a 7 o'clock. Some games are being moved to 7:30. This game, tomorrow's game with Eisenhower and Ardmore is going to be 8 o'clock as well. And so we've got football with all 11 starting next week, September 1. But here it is. It's 0 week. 8 of our 11 schools in action. 1 tonight, 7 tomorrow. And our countdown to kickoff is brought to you by Western Oklahoma State College. Forget what you know about community college and join a college community with small class sizes, affordable tuition, and online face-to-face and blended formats. Western Oklahoma State College has something for everyone. For more information, visit WOSCU.edu. Call 580-477-2000. Become a part of the Pioneer family today. So we've got coaches' comments, we've got keys to the game, starting lineups, and so much more right here. The Macarthur Highlanders on the Oklahoma Sports Network. All right, that should get you into the break, right?
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
When it comes to your home, you need someone that you can trust to keep it safe and protected for you and your family.
Vesta Foundation Solutions is your local, family-owned company that has helped many homeowners fix and protect their homes.
Our engineered solutions can take care of all of your foundation repair, basement waterproofing, concrete leveling, and dirt crawl space repair needs.
We take pride in getting the job done right, and you'll always be protected with up to a 75-year warranty.
Contact us today for a free estimate.
Are you ready for a debit card? Well, this card is more than you may realize. It's a reward-earning, style-affirming, money-managing, do-it-all debit card, like a key to the world. It's the Pay Me debit card from Communication Federal. Our Pay Me account pays you real cash that adds up fast, earning rewards when you use your card. So get a free Pay Me debit card today. It's secure shopping and payment power online or in stores. Sounds like you're ready. Communication Federal Credit Union.
4D Landscaping and Irrigation has been providing top-rated professional landscape and irrigation services for the past 25 years. They take your vision for that perfect landscaping project for your home, new construction, or business and make it a reality with their easy financing options. You'll want to make sure to ask them about their seasonal services too. 4D Landscaping and Irrigation. Call 510-9983.
Are you looking for more than just a job? Barres Foods in Lawton offers a career with a competitive starting wage, opportunity for advancement, life and health insurance, including medical, dental, and vision, as well as 401k retirement plan. At Bar S, you can be proud of a company that gives back to the community. But most of all, you can take pride from making a quality product. Bar S Foods, making the best tasting hot dogs and smoked sausages. The food America likes to eat. So come be a part of a winning team and start your path to success today.
Time now for our Coaches Show with Coach Brett Manning. And Coach, football season upon us. First off, how was your summer?
It was very good. Had a few weeks off, and got to do a few things with the family, and summer's always fun.
How was your dad's trip? A great connection with a Hall of Fame NFL guy your dad had connections with. We'll briefly talk about that, but I know Coach Plunk and himself were able to go up there and be honored. But that's got to be a special thing. Yeah, it was a really cool deal. I've watched Zach's speech 3 or 4 times now, and he's such a good guy. And I was an 8th grader when he was a senior, and the ball boy on his team and everything. And, of course, my dad and Coach Plunk were able to coach him, and just a really cool thing to see somebody like that, get honored at the NFL Hall of Fame. I don't know if you've ever seen it. He had posted a video of his jacket coming to the house, and they had the video rolling, and that was really kind of neat thing. You may want to look that up and check that out. Okay, so how was summer as far as the workouts, participation leading into, your first scrimmage? We'll talk a little bit about both of those, your summer, and then what you came away with your scrimmage the other night. Yeah, the summer was really good. I'm just always kind of impressed how much our kids can do, the amount of running and the amount of physical activity that we put them through, in order to get ready for a tough football season. And, they always respond. They always do a really good job. So I'm really, really happy with our summer pride. And then scrimmage takeaway, I know you had a little bit of rapid fire, but then you also had about, 12-minute, 2 12-minute halves to kind of get a simulation. So what did you learn about your team? We played really hard. We were really intense, really played with a lot of energy. And, I told them when it's done, it's a first scrimmage. There's a lot of mistakes, but we can correct the mistakes. It's hard to correct effort, and it's hard to correct attitude. And luckily we don't have that problem. Our attitude, our effort are both great. Like I said, I just love our excitement. And, I think we'll try to fix our mistakes, but it was a really good start. It was a good scrimmage for us. 0 week at home Thursday. John Marshall. First things first, fans want to know. We want to know. You had a graduating senior at quarterback for 3 years. So what is that looking like position-wise, and what can we expect for the start of the game? We've had a really good quarterback battle all winter and spring ball, summer camp, and then fall camp. And I've got 2 guys that are really deserving of playing time, and so they're both going to play. Dane Edwards is a senior, done a great job leadership-wise, and throws a really pretty ball. And we got a sophomore, Avon Laughlin, who is a great athlete. He's going to be a really good quarterback here for a long time. So both of them have I think earned the right to play. And I've done this before. I'm not really one of those guys that thinks there has to be just one. If you've got 2, then 2's better than 1. Okay, so non-district game, John Marshall, we had them last year. What did you see on what film you could get? What do we expect for tonight? John Marshall is they're a 4A team that's moving up to 5A next year. They're going to be in an opposite district as us, but they've got athletes. They're pretty organized. Especially I hate comparing them to the other Oklahoma City schools because they're really not. They're much more athletic, much more better coached than some of your typical Oklahoma City teams. So it'll be a challenge. I love that this is a first game that we're going to be facing some athletes because we got a lot of them on our schedule. So they're a good athletic team that I think is going to be a good week 1 for us. And I know the kids won't know, but historically, Macarthur fans would know John Marshall, state championship. Yeah. that matchup goes back years, so it just kind of shows you how they floated back and forth. They were once there in the 5A realm, and we had to take them on at that time. I know that's long ago in the history, but still some history there with John Marshall. Do you like that matchup?
I do. They beat us in the finals when I was a senior in '95, and then my brother was on the next year's team, and I think they were ranked number 1 in the state, and Macarthur upset them in the first round. So, we've got some tradition from a long time ago. Like you said, our kids don't know that, and they wouldn't. It was before they were born. So, no, it's. We played them a few times, here and there throughout the years, but, it doesn't really, even with me, it doesn't really, I don't have that in mind really when we're getting ready for this year.
I understand. You talk about history. We talk about 2015. For these kids, they have to be shown what a state championship looked like because, 8 years ago, you put how old they were. They weren't really kind of understanding all of this. But, put it in a Macarthur perspective. Well, thanks, Coach. Good luck. And, of course, Cameron Stadium, it's going to be an 8 o'clock kickoff because of the heat. And we'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Becker Raybon Funeral Home has been serving the funeral needs of Southwest Oklahoma since 1940 and is owned by the Raybon family. We believe family ownership makes a great difference in the care and service your family receives. Their staff is eager to find ways to assist you. Whether it's with live streaming or benefit assistance, we can help. When it comes to measuring personal levels of service, there are other funeral homes, and then there is ours. Becker Raybon Funeral Home, 1502 Fort Sill Boulevard.
It's real red wine vinegar and olive oil blend. It's called the Juice. And at Jersey Mike's, it adds that jazz to your sub. Add a flavor zing with the Juice. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
At Bill Miller and Noble Heating and Air Conditioning, we take pride in our quality air conditioner and heater repair and replacement services, as well as providing the highest customer satisfaction. Bill Miller and Noble Heating and Air Conditioning has been serving Lawton and the surrounding area for over 25 years. We have the knowledge, equipment, and trained technicians to take care of all your heating and cooling needs. Give us a call. Bill Miller and Noble Heating and Air, 355-1811.
Goodbye, paperwork. Hello, convenience. Farewell, waiting. Hello, personal service. Catch you later, dreaming. Hello, planning. Buy your dream home, connect with a personal banker, and easily schedule an appointment with digital tools from Arvest Bank. Goodbye limits, hello possibilities.
When it comes to your new home or remodeling project, build it right with Comanche Home Center. Our professional staff can help you every step of the way to make sure you get the best lumber, tools, and supplies to tackle any job imaginable. Give us a call today for a free estimate. Want to take the stress out of your next remodel or building project? Comanche Home Center can deliver all the lumber, supplies, and tools right to you. When you're done, they'll pick up anything you don't use and give you credit towards your next project. Give Comanche Home Center a call today for a free estimate.
And welcome back to Cameron Stadium, site of the Macarthur Highlanders in Week 0. And I don't know, Jay, when they're going to stop calling it Week 0 because a couple of years ago, out of our 11 teams, we had maybe 2 or 3 play. And then last year we had about 4. This time we have 8 of our 11. So, who's not playing? Well, Lawton High, Elgin, they're not playing. But everybody else seems to be in a full slate. So, it's a 0-week matchup, and we're a Thursday. We mentioned there's going to be a Bixby and Owasso matchup tonight, but there are some great games tomorrow in the network, including Carl Albert and Coweta, both playoff teams from last year. Del City takes Choctaw, and Choctaw was runner-up to losing to Stillwater in their class in their state championship last year. So, you've got a lot of things to look at. We'll talk about Carl Albert. We'll talk about Del City. We'll talk about that other side of the district. But we'll talk about Macarthur as well, and it's giving you time for the Keys to the Game. And the Keys to the Game is brought to you by Wade's Driving School. The Wade family has over 60 years of combined experience and are the clear choice for drivers training in Southwest Oklahoma. Call 580-678-3388. Get training started today with Wade's. I would say keys to the game is, eliminate turnovers. You want to be able to get that started. That's the key. And then you want to stay hydrated. I'm sure that we're going to have a lot of stoppage of play. I know that no matter how well you try to condition, when it's 100 and some odd degrees and they move the game from 7 to 8 o'clock, we've got about 15 minutes before we have the kickoff of this one. But the keys to the game is just try to get some momentum under you. You want to get, because this is a non-district game, Jay, you want to be able to find out who you are with a new quarterback, because Gage Graham, a 3-year starter, is gone, graduated as a senior. Now who is going to take his place? And we'll talk about that as well.
Well, I think probably more than anything, you just got to make sure that you do you. John Marshall, they're just not the kind of team that's going to come in here and rattle your world. So you need to do what you do, pick up on what you do, work on what you do. This, to me, and 0 weeks become kind of a joke in a way to me. I mean, we worry about it being so hot, but we move it up a week.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how that really works. But
those non-district games, hard to get those in harder and harder.
And just to get somebody to come play you is not
easy. Right.
You're Macarthur. Not everybody wants to travel here to say hello. So, but anyway, Macarthur is they're always talented. Always talented. So I can't wait for a good game from Macarthur here tonight. It should be everybody getting to play, I hope.
All right, your keys to the game is brought to you by Wade's Driving School, and their countdown to kickoff from Western Oklahoma State College will continue. Of course, become part of the Pioneer family today. Western Oklahoma State College will be back with our starting lineups and more right here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Sign Company has been serving Oklahoma and surrounding states for over 60 years. As a family-owned business, our focus has always been on driving people to your door, not just selling you a sign. From custom sign design and manufacturing to installation and service, AeroSign has the knowledge and experience to deliver the ideal sign for you while using materials of the highest quality to ensure that your sign will look great for years and years to come. We design and manufacture our signs for longevity, so you get the greatest return on investment possible. AeroSign Company, helping your business thrive since 1955.
Bank First is uniquely Oklahoman, deeply rooted in over 50 communities statewide. From those roots, our investment in education springs forth, helping to raise the Oklahoma leaders of tomorrow while providing financial strength to the business leaders of today. That's the kind of loyalty that helps entire communities thrive. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma, loyal to you.
Memorial Medical Group's orthopedic specialists are the most experienced team in Southwest Oklahoma. Our orthopedic surgeons are trained to diagnose and treat shoulder, knee, hip, hand, and foot conditions, as well as orthopedic trauma, sports, or work-related injuries. And they're the only ones in the area to offer Mako robotic-assisted surgery for knee and hip replacement. When you need bone and joint help, trust MMG Orthopedics to get you back to living your best life.
Here at Classic Lawton Chevrolet, we love our community, and we want to show our appreciation.
We offer savings for military, first responders, college students, and educators, giving back to those who give everything they've got.
What's in your driveway? You don't have to come onto the lot. We'll bring it to you.
Get a 360-degree view and video summary of every vehicle. Top dollar for your trade, and even get pre-approved. ClassicChevyNation.com.
What's in your driveway?
Enjoy the difference.
Coast Technology Group specializes in audio, video, and lighting for schools, house of worship, home, and business. Work with our team's engineers to design the right system for your conference rooms, video telecommunications, stadiums, auditoriums, video walls, home theater, and automation. Whether your next project is large or small, let our team with over 150 years of combined experience help design the right system with simple, reliable technology.
And welcome back to Cameron Stadium. Let's get a little shot of those that are getting ready to we got someone in a little floaty. I guess it's so hot. We got a Hawaiian theme or something going on there. Countdown to Kickoff is brought to you by Western Oklahoma State College. Let's give you your schedule for the season so you can kind of take a peek of what it's going to look like. And it's brought to you by the Orchard Group of Morgan Stanley. The key to financial success is taking care of your family tree. For more information, please visit their team website or give them a call at 580-354-7475. Morgan Stanley Smith Barney LLC, member SIPC. As you can see, start off with John Marshall on a Thursday. Then we've got back-to-back city rivals, as we typically will see. Eisenhower on September 1st, followed by Lawton High. Then our first district game in between a bye week, by the way, because we're a 0 week. Coach always wanted to have that right before we started off with Duncan, Altus, Ardmore, Midwest City, El Reno, Elgin on the road, and then and with Noble to finish out the season. So it should be a very exciting way to kind of see the season. That's your schedule is brought to you by the Orchard Group of Morgan Stanley. Let's give you your starting lineups now. Starting lineups was brought to you by Krista Miller, CPA. She's our CPA. She can be yours as well. Krista Miller, CPA, certified public accountant in Lawton for personal or business accounting and tax preparations. Call 1104 Southwest, or it's 1104 Southwest B. Call 580-0970. And let's give you your starting lineups for your offense for the Macarthur Highlanders. Under the direction of head coach Brett Manning, we're going to see two quarterbacks, but we're going to start off with the senior, 6'3", 175-pound quarterback, Dane Edwards, and he'll be actually handing the ball off. That was number 11 last year for those Highlander faithful. It's number 0, Jeremy Hutchinson, 6 foot. And we also have Trey Kimball, who is a 5'11", 225-pound fullback, that he'll be able to take that as well. Bo DeLong, number 1 receiver for last year. Number 17, a 5'9", 165-pound wide receiver. And then also coming on the other end of the receiving core, Josh Rushing, 6'3", 195-pound wide receiver. And then we'll see him on both sides of the ball. Dominic Collins, he'll be in the back in the secondary, and he'll also be in the offense, 5'9", wide receiver. And then the big guys up front, Joe Warner coming back, starting as a sophomore. He's 6'1", 240-pound lineman, along with number 53, Jeremy Fields. And then we'll also have anchoring on the other side with guards and tackles. You'll got with number 68, Avery Hartney. He's 5'11", 255-pound offensive lineman. And then number 67 with Jordan McCoy. He's a 6', 235-pound offensive lineman. And then we'll anchor it up. He had a brother that was historic in this program, TJ Fialoa, who's a coach. Now it's Chris Fialoa, 6', 225 pounds, under the direction of Brett Manning. It's time now for our coin toss. It's brought to you by Hop & Sacks, proud to be locally owned convenience store in Lawton, Oklahoma. Since establishing in 1994, they've been proud to serve our local communities. Drop by anytime. We'd love to see you. Number 2, Southeast 45th Street, right across from Macarthur High School. So Macarthur in their kind of black and gold, and looks like we got all-American red, white, and blue with John Marshall. We've got red helmets. We got white jerseys and blue numbers. So our head official is going to give our recommendation, and with the heat, maybe it's a little bit better that the sun's coming down. We'd have already played maybe a quarter and a half already at real time for 7 o'clock, so just getting started now where it's going to be a little bit better than what it was. You basically like to have a better shot at health-wise. So instructions still being told. We've not flipped the coin yet, and we've got our continuation of our countdown to kickoff brought to you by Western Oklahoma State College. Forget what you know about a community college and join a college community. Call 580-477-2000. Become a part of the Pioneer family today. So I always like that. This is heads. This is okay. And then we've tossed it. And it looks like in the favor of John Marshall that they're going to be able to select. Oh. Did he do it once or twice? Or are you going to give it back to him? So did you see who?
They just dropped it on accident.
Okay, I got you. So now we're going to move them over to the proper sides. There's our coin toss by Hoppensack, your MAC headquarters, and they are going to win the coin toss, elected to defer, so they will start off the ball with the second half. So 5:19 left to go in our countdown to kickoff in our pregame, and we've got a little bit more to schedule up with the last minutes before we get this one kicked off. And, Jay, I don't know about you, but it's football time at Oklahoma. I know colleges, I guess you got, is it Navy and Notre Dame?
You got some pretty good ones.
We've got some games on
weekend.
Saturday,
Not bad.
and then everybody else kicks off next week. So we'll be back live from Cameron Stadium about 5 minutes until kickoff. We can have you join us here up in the stands at Cameron Stadium. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
At Firehouse Subs, a portion of every purchase helps provide life-saving equipment to first responders across the country. So at Firehouse Subs, we don't just make subs. We make subs that are big, bold, and craveable. We make our subs differently because our subs make a difference. Whether you order online or on our app, Firehouse Subs Rapid Rescue to Go will have your subs boxed, bagged, and ready for pickup. Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs. Save more lives.
College is about more than just a degree.
It's a journey that will shape your future and change your life. That's why MSU Texas provides a place to find your passion,
to connect with others,
and discover who you truly are.
We're dedicated to providing a well-rounded education that prepares you for a variety of careers.
You'll have everything you need to pursue your dreams at MSU Texas.
Start your journey. For more information, visit msutexas.edu.
We are celebrating.
Here at Pam and Barry's team, we've been helping you through the real estate process for more than 20 years.
We want to thank you for choosing our team to help you.
We sold our house at full asking price, and it took less than about a week to get our full asking price with Pam and Barry.
Don't go at it alone.
Let us handle it all here.
We're not bragging, we're just applying for a job.
Scooters Coffee, world-class coffee rooted in quality, with 2 locations to serve you, in Lawton and Elgin. Wake up to the amazing aroma of quality, from their hot and iced drinks to blenders, smoothies, teas, to even their great food delights. Or why not try their at-home coffees or coffee on the go? Locally owned and operated, Scooters in Lawton and Elgin. Scooters, rooted in quality.
Your roof is your home's first line of defense against the elements. At Century Roofing, we'll make sure you're ready. Proudly serving the central and southwest Oklahoma regions, we'll work tirelessly to protect and restore your home's roof, gutters, and siding, while also working closely with your insurance company to ensure every inch of your home is protected, starting with our free inspection services. Protection is just a phone call away, so call Century Roofing, Central and Southwest Oklahoma's #1 choice of contractor, where we are on guard for Oklahoma.
All right, welcome back to Cameron Stadium, and we're about ready to get this thing kicked off in the heat. About a minute left to go on the big boy clock, and tell you what, we told you some great games on the network tomorrow that you'll want to check out. It's Carl Albert and Coweta. You've also got Del City and Choctaw. You got Newcastle and Weatherford. That's almost like playoff matchups in week 0. And our kickoff is brought to you by, in its 8th season, Wayne's Drive-In. You know, whether it's a sissy cheeseburger, the best steak fingers in town, onion rings, you name it, it's Wayne's. Hey, everyone, let's go to Wayne's. So burgers to baskets, pizza, salads, and so much more. The best sweet tea and cherry limeades. Hey, everyone, let's go to Wayne's. And we'll give you our first quarter sponsor as this one kicked off. And it's going to be fielded by the Highlanders at the 30. Got a block at the 35. Got some room at the 40. Spin move, and the ball comes out, and the Highlanders have to jump on it. John Marshall say they have it.
They did.
They got the recovery. Johnny on the spot. A special teams miscue inside the Highlanders right after the first snap.
Well, that's just not taking care of the football. I mean, you had an open space there, and hey, when you start getting tight in there, you bottle it up. You make sure you hang on to that football high and tight, and make sure you hang on.
So you give John Marshall an Easter egg right out of the gate, and that's not what you want if you're the Highlanders. So you're going to set up shop for John Marshall with 2 split backs. 2 receivers on the near side, 1 on the far side. It's going to be a handoff, and it's going to go pushed on the far side of the field. Makes his way down to about the 39-yard line. So in case you missed it on the opening kickoff, the Highlanders make some great progress up the field, and the ball comes out. We're going to talk about that. Should have been some of my keys to the game is turnovers. Turnovers and penalties in week 0 or week 1 can always be costly.
Yeah, especially silly stuff.
Lawton Firefighters is your first quarter sponsor, proudly supporting the community they serve every day. Lawton Firefighters Association. 2 receivers here on the near side. Looks for a little blitz call to the near side, and then it's going to be tackled well. After the initial hit at the line of scrimmage, he gets back to the original line of scrimmage. It brings up a 3rd down and about 9.
They have some pretty good-sized interior linemen. They got those pads put on. They look a lot bigger than they did down there on the field.
So it's going to bring up about a 3rd down and 8. And they'll get a new play call from the sideline. Clock continues to roll, 10:38. First possession for John Marshall as they won the coin toss, elected to defer and get a fumble off the special teams play. Straight back to pass, looking downfield under heavy pressure, and that's going to be intercepted. If he is that going to be a catch? It is. Interception, so back-to-back turnovers on the drive, and the Highlanders are in business at the 42-yard line. Oh, look at that. Johnny on the spot.
Well, you could just see him coming from the outside edge, and he just had just enough space there to get by his blocker, and that's to his blind side. He can't see that coming, so
a 1st and 10 goes the other way, and that was the pressure coming on the blind side, as you said. The ball goes erratic, and a great special team play on the defense. So we're going to have to give you your starters on the defense when we get the next break, because we had the offense, and then we got for the coin toss. So got to give our accolades to our defense. 10:27 in the first quarter, and we are scoreless. Let's see what the Highlanders can do with Edwards. Little pop pass coming to the near side of the field's got a block at the 45, then to the 50. Dominique Collins still pushing the pile up to 50. He may be small in stature, but he's got a big heart. He started in the secondary as a sophomore, and what a great carry from the line of scrimmage, a little pop pass coming to the near side.
I think they'll be able to use that all year long. He's got the speed. He's not only can he get outside, but he can step up in the slot and be able to catch it. He can catch the football coming out of the backfield.
10:06 left to go here with a 2nd and 4 for the Highlanders. Handoff, and there is the 1-2 punch. Gets over first down and inside John Marshall territory at about the 38-yard line. He wore number 11 last year. Get ready for Jeremy Hutchinson. And Hutchinson, a big load to take down and a great for the run game. 1st and 10, move the chains. And this is what we say about the Highlanders. They're going to catch you off guard because they're going to go quick and hurry, and they're going to hurry up that offense so the defense doesn't have time to adjust. And that's going to bring up a 2nd down and about 3. Another handoff. Boy, we're just going by quarterback or running back by committee. Oh, and that little sidestep off to the side by Marquise Harris. We saw him last year, too, and Harris made a little dash, but enough to bring another 1st and 10, move the chains, inching their way right outside the red zone, knocking at the door outside the 24-yard line. Quick, back to pass. Going to rifle this one. Got a man wide open. It's caught. Touchdown, Macarthur! Textbook, and what a great pass from the senior.
Yes, it's just a great strike, great throw. He steps back, gets good protection. Able to throw that ball just on the money. You can't do it much better than that. But I'm going to tell you what set it up. A lot of Joe Warner. I'd say Joe Bob, that's his daddy. A lot of Joe Warner blocking at that center there to open some huge holes.
And that's what you need. And you know what? You had running back by committee because, you had 1, 2, 3, and you talk about getting right underneath it to get a score. It's 6-0 and the PAT coming up. So they kind of made good after the opening drive. PAT. Oh, we got this whistle did. And the delay of game for the Highlanders. So they're going to back them up just a bit. That's a pretty good recovery after, your special teams on the kickoff to give your opponent in your own territory to get another turnover and then just start off your offense.
Turn it right around. I mean, that's just the way you got to do it. And
ball down, kick up, kick has got the distance. It's on its way, and it's good. So it's a 7-0 Highlander score with 9:16 left to go here in quarter number 1. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
When it comes to your health, you want and deserve the best. You want a hospital with the highest quality scores in the region and one that provides safe, excellent care. Southwestern Medical Center has been a part of this community for 115 years and has a history of delivering compassionate, skilled healthcare to Lawton and Fort Sill. Choose the hospital that has always put the health of this community first. Southwestern Medical Center. Be well. Live well. That's why we're here.
All right, back here at Cambridge Stadium, it's time now for your drive summary. It's brought to you by City National Bank, offering you online account opening for both personal and business customers. One size does not fit all. Find the account that fits you today. Your ideal account awaits you at City National Bank, member FDIC. That was capped off with a 24-yard touchdown pass by Dane Edwards, and what a drive that was after they got the interception after the first initial fumble on their 38-yard line, and the Highlanders march it right on down for a score. And it's time once again for your kickoff. Kickoff is brought to you by Wayne's Drive-In. From burgers to baskets, pizza, steak fingers, and the best sweet tea and cherry limeades in town. Hey, everyone, let's go to Wayne's. This is going to kind of be sputtered down and out of bounds, and that will go out of bounds. So decent field position for John Marshall to set up their second possession tonight.
I kind of thought, after the last few years of our kickoff stuff, kicking it out of bounds sometimes is not the worst thing in the world.
Well, I think the other danger is if you kick it to their deep man, who is always their threat.
Exactly.
It's one of what do you want to do? You want to give the ball at the 35-yard line, and the Highlanders have already done that by giving them a gift, but the Highlanders were able to capitalize with an interception themselves, and now back to work for John Marshall. 2 receivers on the top side, and a hard count. And a little flare screen pass, and he is hit hard right there at the 32-yard line. Meets your maker right there. What a great stop for the Highlanders.
Yeah, you just got to watch this hit. I mean, he just lights that up. You see this outside quick screen and just gets smacked in the lips, boy.
Yeah.
He saw it coming all the way.
Your First Baptist East Instant Replay. Want to thank them for their proud sponsorship with 8:51, and that's going to bring up a second down and long. And it will bring up a second down and 12. Back in the shotgun formation, we'll have trips here on the near side. 1 split back, straight back to pass, under some heavy pressure, a little flat-out screen going to the far side of the field. The flag is on play, and he's going to get rustled out at about the 36, 37-yard line.
You're going to have holding here.
So it goes from bad to worse. You get tackled with a screen pass, and then you get the infraction with the hold, and that just marches them back even more.
You may not take it here. You may want to go ahead and give them third down.
And what does coach decide? No, he's going to march them back. Yep. Just makes up a second down and a lot longer.
Yep.
So your 2nd and 12 now becomes a 2nd and 22 with 8:36 left to go here in quarter number 1. 7-0 Highlanders on top over the John Marshall Bears. In the shotgun formation, had to get that snagged out of the air. Makes a good move in the backfield, but the pursuit is too much by the Highlander faithful, and that's what the coaching staff was telling me. A lot of speed on this defense.
Yeah, they really got right after it. I mean, the whole way you can tell he's running for his life. He's thinking he's got to get outside. But there's no way to get out behind that Macarthur defense. They're just really coming hard.
So a 3rd down and 20 is what they got it with 8:24 left to go here in quarter number 1. A lot of stoppage of play when you got incomplete passes and you get stuff like that.
And if you're John Marshall, you're not happy right now because you're at 3rd and long, and this is not where you want to be.
Well, and yeah, the other thing is on a road game, it's an hour past the delay of a 7 o'clock start to an 8 o'clock, and then you get a gift right outside the Highlander 42-yard line, and you come up with giving an interception and then a score to ensue. Clock will continue to roll. 2 receivers here on the near side, 1 split back, and in the shotgun formation. Longer snap count. Boy, there's almost erratic snaps, and it was able to just hand the ball off, and the Highlanders swarm again back up to the 20-yard line. Yeah, I don't know if you noticed that, but he's having to scoop that one-handed, because he's in that shotgun, and one of these things is going to get away from him because he's had to get that in a hurry.
Well, now you're 4th and forever. You got a punt, and Mac's going to get the ball in really good field position, or at least should.
Yep, and we're almost backing up at midfield. Dominic Collins, as we said, started in the secondary as a sophomore. We'll see him. We only have like 2 players that are going to go both ways, and that's another great testament of having enough personnel that will give you fresh reps. So that's good to see. And we got this whistle dead. Is this going to be delay of game? Or is it timeout? Timeout, John Marshall. So they take a timeout. We'll take it with them. We'll be back right after this. You're watching Big Mac Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Southwest Foot and Ankle Clinic has specialized in the medical and surgical treatment of the foot and ankle for the past 40 years. And they provide all treatments under one roof. From x-rays, radial pulse therapy treatment, to surgical treatments, all with one goal in mind: providing the highest quality medical care with good old-fashioned Oklahoma compassion. Call to set up an appointment today. Southwest Foot and Ankle, 580-357-8720.
All right, welcome back to Cambridge Stadium. 7:17 left to go here in quarter number one. Highlanders on top, 7-0, with a fourth down and about 20.
Fourth and forever.
Yeah, fourth down and Altus, as we always say, because of how their direction is having to go that distance. Welcome in to those who are watching on Facebook Live, those who are watching on YouTube, those who are on the network. Want to download us on our free apps, just search the Oklahoma Sports Network on Apple and Android devices, or on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV. And then also follow us on what was Twitter, X, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Tried to hard count to try to draw us off sides. Nothing doing on the second or third time, and then he'll back up. Looks like quarterback is also in position to punt. So they didn't draw him off sides. Low snap. They're coming with a little bit of pressure. Gets it away. Dominic Collins gets it in stride at the 50, so the 45, and then a spin move gets down to about the 37-yard line. And a great little pitch and catch from Dominic Collins.
That's the stuff you're going to work on, though. You're going to work on that punt return, because if you block that outside man right there, you're gone. There's nothing out there but green grass or turf.
Yeah, everything's turf now. You know, I think Altus, green grass. I was trying to think who has regular grass. And you know what? And hats off to LPS, but they've got artificial turfs on all the practice fields now. Coaches love it because if it really rains, they got an advantage where it drains so fast, and only lightning will keep them away from practicing as opposed to going in the gym. You remember those days?
Oh, yeah.
Having to go inside. So bunch tip, this is that tight formation, and I mean really tight, is Edwards now will shift over, and two receivers will go up top. And this is whistled dead, and this is actually a new into the new quarterback for the Highlanders is Avion Lachlan. So got to see two quarterbacks. Going to start off with a senior, and then Lachlan is just a sophomore. And he had a pretty good scrimmage about a week or so ago.
You just have different cadence, and it's just a different way when you put different quarterbacks in.
So Lachlan, it's going to be a handoff to Hutchinson, and Hutchinson will get some of those negative yards back up to about the 40-yard line. So it brings up about a 2nd and 11.
Warner's like, you don't want a piece of me, son.
We're really calling out his name.
He shoved him all the way over here to left end, I'm telling you.
6:43 in the shotgun with two split backs. Handoff again, Hutchinson. And a nice dive and then a spin move. Gets down to about the 31. It's going to be a little bit short, like a third down and short.
Well, when you see your tackle being able to get to the second level, you're doing something right with your blocking scheme.
Yeah, about third down and 4. That's not really short, but the way that we're running the ball, it may be. Going to try to hit the edge around the corner. There is a flag in the play. That's going to be a hold, and that's going to probably be coming back.
Yeah, that's coming back.
And that's going to Harris. And Harris, you could see it right there, and it's always on the initial contact. I mean, you watch where the ball is, and if you always see a tug of a jersey or you see a shift of a movement, you know. So a third down and 4 is going to bring up.
Yeah, you hate those kind of penalties. You're like, you didn't have to do that. We're already past you.
Right.
All you got to do is get in the way. Just get in the way. I don't need you to knock him down. I just need you to get in the way.
So you're going to replay the third down. It's 6:11 left to go in the first, and it's third down and 15. Lachlan get a new play call from the sidelines. Two receivers top side, two here on the bottom. Straight back to pass, looking downfield, wants to throw. And it's a nice pitch and catch. He's not going to make it to the sticks. It's going to be about maybe a yard short.
That was a great throw, though.
Going over to Josh Rushing.
That's on the money. I mean, that's just a bullet. You can't ask for much more than that.
Josh Rushing, the sophomore, and it's going to be a 4th down and about 4. And this is 4-down territory for the Highlanders. Going to go for it, and why not? Lachlan, handoff. Oh, and it's great.
He dropped the ball.
He dropped the ball, and it's come out, and there's a dash for it. Let's see. As Hutchinson gets the ball, and it's going to be a turnover. So the second one tonight, just when things are going right, and you got to eliminate those kind of things, and that's what you see in week 0 is what's going to be penalties, turnovers.
Well, you hate to see it because you're going to probably pick up a first down right there. You got yourself in a position to make a first down. You go for it, and then you.
But that started up with the holding that didn't have to happen, and so this is learning. You learn from these experiences. At least we hope. With 5:26 left to go in quarter number 1. Straight back to pass, looking downfield. Oh, wow. It's deflected. Picked. It's intercepted to the 10, 5. Touchdown, Macarthur.
Wow, what a pick.
Adam Austin gets a little bead on this. You can watch that on instant replay, and he is gone. There's nothing in. Well, that makes up for any mistake, right?
Yeah. I think he's the same kid that blew up that screen a while ago on the far side of the field. But he reacts to the ball quickly, and he's able to see it. If you can keep everything in front of you as a young player, you can be something special. If you just keep everything in front of you, don't let it get you all shook up.
One thing, just for an observer, this defense looks pretty good. I mean, in the get-go, what we've seen right now. And they made up for it with an interception and an interception pick 6. PAT coming up to try to make it 14. Ball is down, kick is up, kick is on its way, and this kick is good. So it's a 14-0 Highlander lead with 5:20 left to go in quarter number 1. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Southwest Foot and Ankle Clinic has specialized in the medical and surgical treatment of the foot and ankle for the past 40 years. And they provide all treatments under one roof. From x-rays, radial pulse therapy treatment, to surgical treatments, all with one goal in mind, providing the highest quality medical care with good old-fashioned Oklahoma compassion. Call to set up an appointment today. Southwest Foot and Ankle, 580-357-8720.
Welcome back to Cameron Stadium. Just joining us, it's been the Highlanders here in the halfway point of this first quarter. And the drive summary is brought to you by City National Bank, offering you easy online account for both personal and business. One size does not fit all. Find the account that fits you today. Your ideal account awaits you at City National Bank, member FDIC. And your kickoff sponsor, burgers to baskets, pizza, salads, steak fingers, and the best sweet tea and cherry limeades in town. Hey, everyone, let's go to Wayne's. 2 locations to serve you, Sheridan Road and Northwest Cash Road. Ball going to be teed up at the 40-yard line. That drive summary was quick because it was a pick 6, 23-yard scamper from Austin, and that got in the end zone for Adam. For the PAT, which also has been good, even with a penalty to back him up, still made that one. And it's a 14-0 score, and the ball ready to be teed up at the 40-yard line. Sun is finally set. If we could just start to get cooled down a little bit, that extreme heat. Ball's going to go end over end. It's going to be fielded at the 11, taken to the 15 to the 20, and gets capsized by the defense at about the 22-yard line.
Good coverage. You know, Max, what you want to see is you just want to see that you're able to do it again. You know, can you keep that intensity up, especially through the first half and the start of the third quarter? Because at some point when you get ahead enough, coach is going to start pulling some people out because next week's not going to be so easy.
No, you got back-to-back city rivals, starting with the Eisenhower Eagles next week and then followed by the Lawton High Wolverines. And then, because you're a 0-week opponent, you're going to have an opportunity to get a 1-week bye week before you get into district play before we see the Duncan Demons. 2 receivers split near side and far side. Hard count, going to be a handoff, and that's going to go nowhere. And I'll tell you what, we are filling holes. We are filling holes. no gain, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and 10. Clock continues to roll under 5 minutes now.
John Marshall is class
4A.
4A, that's what I thought.
And, they're going to move up to 5A, though. And, there's a lot of bit of shuffling around. Yeah,
I feel bad about that.
Well, they were in 5A. We talked about that with Coach in the pregame. Yeah. He lost to them, in that state finals to John Marshall, Split backs in the shotgun formation. Fake handoff, screen going to the far side, and that's no one home. A little bit way high and away. And goes incomplete.
Well, I wouldn't want Dominic Collins standing out there waiting for the ball to come. Yeah. Because he might make you regret throwing it.
Well, and then, you already had the one pick set up already, pick 6. 2 backs for protection, straight back to pass. Again, under his feet. Oh, and he gets hit as he gets thrown, and that is going to be caught at the 50-yard line, so he waits, takes the pressure, takes the hit, but throws it on a rope and is able to come down with a nice pitch and catch.
Yeah, our coverage was really out of whack there. We're kind of running a zone there, and we're backing up, but we don't make sure we get close enough to them. We're giving them too much.
So it's going to be a 1st and 10.
I thought he was going to check it down to the running back coming out of the backfield.
Well, and I thought he was going to get nailed from, the pressure was there, and they were coming. Reffett did that high snap. Boy, and then right into that running back's hands right after the delivery and gets taken down right up at the 45-yard line. And it's going to be a gain of a yard. Brings up maybe a 2-yard gain, brings up a 2nd down and 8.
Well, what makes you look at the difference, the reason I was asking class size, is look at Macarthur and look at the number of kids on the sideline compared to what they have over on John Marshall. There's just a huge difference.
And you probably got guys playing both ways.
Absolutely.
It's going to be, another high pressure, and then the defense is able to come up, meet him at the exchange. The pitch and catch gets up to down to about the 43-yard line. Still brings up about a 3rd down.
I think he's hurt.
Okay, so we do have a player down for John Marshall, and as they tend to him, hopefully it'll be a cramp. That's what we're going to see this time of year. And so they'll tend to him. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Lawton's newest hangout, 5370 Northwest Cash Road. A family-friendly atmosphere featuring their award-winning pizza and calzone, made fresh daily from their secret family recipe. With handcrafted burgers, wings, appetizers, salad, and homemade desserts, including deep-fried banana pudding. Come hang out with us. The Hangout, 5370 Northwest Cash Road in Lawton.
At Whitehead Plumbing, our mission is to be a leading full-service plumbing contractor. We have dedicated over 20 years perfecting our expertise in Southwest Oklahoma with our craftsmanship and customer service. Whether you have a water, sewer, or gas line that needs to be replaced or repaired, you can always count on us to be there. We offer free estimates and have 24/7 emergency services available. We'll work around the clock and are committed to providing our customers with impeccable services. Call Whitehead Plumbing today for all your plumbing needs.
Back here at Cameron Stadium, after the cramp was dealt with, at least that's what we can say, the leg up in the air, straight back to pass under heavy pressure, stands up inside the pocket, lets that deliver, and that's going to be overthrown. And the unfortunate thing is that we got the roster, or they got it in the program. The quarterback is number 2, and guess what? I do not have a number 2 on this roster. I have a 3, Ivan Garcia, and they got him listed as a wide receiver. So the only quarterback that I've got, and I'd like to announce who it is, they don't have one on the roster that they sent. So they do. If it's Jeremus Miles, a sophomore, is number 10 is listed as a quarterback, but this is a number 3. So unless it was a late jersey change after they had that out. So it's going to be a handoff, and it's going to get up to down to about the 39-yard line.
So now number 2 is the quarterback?
So about 3:06 left to go in quarter one, and I don't know about you, this quarter's taking a little bit of time.
Like 7 years.
Yeah. It's a little bit, I thought it would be flowing a little bit more. So the Highlanders will take over. Dane Edwards back to pass. Going to let this one heave-ho and throw. He's got a man wide open. It's caught. What Coach Manning says, he can throw the deep ball, and he does. Connects on his second big long one. The first one was for a touchdown. This one right on the money. Way to go, Mr. Edwards. The senior really showing that he'd like to make this not a 2-quarterback talk, but a 1.
That ball was in the air for about 40 yards.
What a great. It's just easy. Just waltzes in, scores, touchdown, Macarthur. Put another 6 on the board to make it 20. And the PAT coming up. Boy, I like the Mack truck that got the train horn because we can hear it from everywhere. Strike up the band, Mr. Hatch. And the Highlander Regiment going to play the fight song. And the PAT coming up.
I actually followed it down Gore today on the way here, and it's quite a contraption. It's even got a 5th wheel hookup on the back of it. I guess it could tow something. I'm not sure.
Well,
I'm not sure, but
that could
I was impressed.
Opportunity. Our PATs have taken a little while too, if it makes any kind of sense.
I don't know what we're doing.
On the kickoff.
So they're going to take that on the kickoff. So after all of that and a flag of the play and the PAT attempt coming up, the 2:31 mark left to go here in, quarter number 1. Ball down, it's low. Kick is up, kick is on its way, and this kick is no good. So our first missed of the 3 opportunities makes the score stay at 20. 20-0 with 2:31 left to go. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Your job can get dirty. You need a solution. At Waste Solutions, we offer front-end loaders, roll-off containers, and dumpsters for any job, large or small. Our services are for everybody, from small businesses to contractors to construction companies and everyone in between. We are a locally owned company, and we've been serving our community for 21 years. We love Southwest Oklahoma, and we take care of our own. Every dirty problem has a solution. We're Waste Solutions. Click or call today.
Welcome back to Cambridge Stadium. About 2:31 left to go in quarter number 1. Quarter number 1 is brought to you by the Lawton Firefighters Association, proudly supporting the community they serve every day. Lawton Firefighters Association. And your game summary, another one for the Highlanders. This time, Jeremy Hutchinson, just like a 3-yard carry, not really too much, but it was set up by a Dane Edwards big long pass inside that territory. City National Bank offering you easy online account opening for both personal and business customers. One size does not fit all. Find the account that fits you today. Your ideal account waits for you at the City National Bank, member FDIC. And so the Highlander penalty was assessed on the kickoff, and they will have this all the way back at their own 25-yard line. So decent field position coming up for the John Marshall Bears. Your kickoff sponsor brought to you by Wayne's Drive-In. Two locations to serve you.
Kick it out of bounds.
Let's go to Wayne's.
Kick it out of bounds. I'll take it to 35.
Yeah, that's true. That's
simple as
they're
that.
going to kick it deep and going to be I thought it was going to be fielded at about the 26-yard line, but it's just going to go and drop out. And that's where we'll set up shop with 2:31 left to go.
Oh, they actually touched it? So if it's after a penalty and it goes out of bounds, is that where they mark the ball?
Say it again.
I guess that would be true, but I guess it would, no matter what, kick it out of bounds as deep as you can kick it.
Yes.
I'm just saying because they're going to mark it at the 18, so nobody touched it, right? So
yeah. Well, that's where they've got it set up with 2:31 left to go. In quarter number one, high snap, going to be hand off, and this is going to be taken back for a loss. And that's going to be a tackle behind the line of scrimmage. And it gets finally at the 2-minute mark, Jay. We all can be thrilled that the clock is starting to move. But everything the Highlander way. And back to pass. A heave-ho and throw into double coverage, and that's no one home. And overthrown by about 5 yards and incomplete, brings up 3rd down and 13.
Really good coverage there by Mac. Had that double cover, and he threw it right into it. That's one you hope you pick.
Well, the Highlanders have had 2 interceptions tonight, even though they've given up a fumble. 2 fumbles. So they kind of even the score. You gave up 2, you got 2. And a big 3rd down and long where no team likes to be behind the sticks on their own 17-yard line. Back to pass. Under heavy pressure, flushed out of the pocket, throws on the run, got a wide receiver open, but a little bit too high and not able to come down with it. Would have been enough for a 1st down. He got to the 30-yard line, so great placement call, just wasn't able to connect. That brings up a 4th down.
And we're getting pretty good pass rush. We just got to get our hands up, make sure that we're trying to keep the lanes from him being able to throw as easily. I think just get your hands up. If you can't get there, get your hands up. That's the hardest thing to teach, I think, high school students is high school football players. Get your hands up. That's just as good as making a sack.
So 141 remains in quarter number 1, and at the whistle, timeout John Marshall. So they'll use their second, have 1 left. Still 140 left to go in quarter number 1. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
All right, back here at Cameron Stadium, 20-0 score. Highlanders with 140 left to go. Quarter number 1. High over Oklahoma. I think it was going to go over his head, but he was able to back up and get this one punted away. It's going to bounce and roll all the way up. Dominic Collins will stay away from it. Right midfield, you can't ask for anything better. Right outside the 48-yard line with 1:28 left to go here in quarter number 1.
I thought that was going to get blocked there for a second. I thought for sure he was going to block it. All right, let's run the ball.
Well, we've done that effectively so far.
Let's see if we can do it again. Run it till the end of the second quarter. As hot as it is in this booth, you know how hot it is down that field. Oh,
and
it's miserable.
And the sun's not up. Yeah, but it takes so long for it to cool down because you have the reflected heat. Everything's heated up.
We're
outside of, and I maybe I'll speak too early and give the broadcast jinx, but we've only had one guy go down for cramps so far. So far, everybody's kept.
Oh, I thought you were talking about us.
No, I'm just talking. No, well, you may be hampering and scampering down the hallway.
I'm fixing to go.
Yeah. So we'll get this whistle from the official, and we're going to trade off again for a quarterback with Lachlan, the sophomore, in.
We're going to wait for Biggin to get in there.
For the Highlanders, we'll shift over and get a two-back set. It's just going to be an immediate handoff coming to the near side of the field. 50, 45, 40. Oh. Still on his feet at the 30. Flag of the play. Down to about the 25-yard line.
We got a block below the waist out here on the outside.
Don't you just hate that? Just after everything was so good.
It's a coming back.
Yeah.
It's pretty obvious, though, because it's both officials standing right there, and both of them threw it exactly the same time. They're like, no, you can't do that.
I think we got a tied shoe.
Tied shoe.
Yeah.
Giving them water.
Want to be able to take this time out to remember a young man that was going to be working for us at the Oklahoma Sports Network, also coached. Eisenhower grad, went to Lawton High as a coach, but Don DeMartra unfortunately lost his battle with an illness. So we want to say our condolences, but he wasn't able to work full-time. And so he was going to just pick up, he was our cameraman for the Eisenhower Eagles last year, his old alma mater, and he was very excited to be with the Lawton High Wolverines this year as our producer. And I got to visit with him a little bit in the hospital for he and his family.
Really a good guy.
Yeah, and you know what? It shows on the Facebook of how many people have responded. Tim McGraw's got a song called Standing Room Only, and it's just, like the life that you live, that when it comes time, and there was a lot of people wishing his family well. Got a man in motion, pop. That's a pop forward pass, but that's still going to be picked up off the carpet and dances his way up to about the 43-yard line. Clock will roll at the 1:10 mark of the first quarter.
That should have really been an incomplete pass.
Yes, it's correct, and they didn't. If they would have jumped on it, there would have been an argument. But yeah, we knew the pop pass so much. It may be forward by a yard, but it's still, as quarterback has to come out of the pocket, and Lachlan finds his way, collapsed inside the defense, brings up third down just a little bit longer, so third and about 18. 37 seconds left to go here in quarter number 1. Back in the shotgun formation. Straight back to pass. Pitch and catch over to DeLong.
Yep.
And gets inside John Marshall territory, right outside about the 46-yard line. It's going to bring up about a fourth down and about 8.
If this was the NFL, he'd have kept running. He'd have jumped right back up and it had been a touchdown. This year's going to be fun to watch him. I mean, he was just so impactful last year.
Yeah.
And to see him as a sophomore doing that, now as a junior doing that.
Yeah, I know. Bo DeLong, number 17. Look at that. We're going to timeout called. Maybe a confused. No, we're going to end of the first quarter. So 1 quarter in the books. We'll switch the sides. Come back with quarter number 2 right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
When it comes to your home, you need someone that you can trust to keep it safe and protected for you and your family.
Vesta Foundation Solutions is your local, family-owned company that has helped many homeowners fix and protect their homes.
Our engineered solutions can take care of all of your foundation repair, basement waterproofing, concrete leveling, and dirt crawl space repair needs.
We take pride in getting the job done right, and you'll always be protected with up to a 75-year warranty.
Contact us today for a free estimate.
Welcome back to Cameron Stadium. 1 quarter in the books. Welcome into the second quarter. It's brought to you by Pam and Barry. Nobody sells more real estate than Pam and Barry with RE/MAX. They're not bragging. They're just applying for a job. Call 248-8800 Pam and Barry. Brings up about a 4th down and 8. Looks like the Highlanders are going to go for it. Their defense is, why not? Stood up. No, we are going to punt. High gets this one away, boots that one back. Let's see if we can pin them down to about, as it hits the 10 and about the 11-yard line.
Now let's play some good defense here.
The 10-yard line. First down.
I want to say Kelton Mims. He says he's tuned in and misses us. We miss you too, Kelton.
Yeah,
that was one of our producers here at Macarthur. Wishes him well. We've had some really great talent that have come our way. Even Graydon Bueling, who's had a newborn handoff, gets right up there.
Yeah, congratulations.
Congratulations to him.
Yes.
So kind of keep up with our legacy of all of our, when you've done this for 7 years, starting your 8th season, and we have people that, their lives change and things change, and we appreciate everybody. We got Greg Hinton in the booth who's going to help with Eisenhower tomorrow, and he's learning to try to do this for real tomorrow. Are you intimidated? Yeah. Don't even ask that question. Huh? Second down. Backed up on their own 10-yard line to start the second quarter. Split backs. 2 receivers here on the near side. High snap. What did I say about that? And he has to just cover it up, and it's going to be at the 1-yard line.
I think that's going to be a safety.
I don't think he would. I think they're going to mark it at the 1.
Well, he got lucky because that ball was in the end zone.
Yeah, that's true, but the Whitecap's standing right there, but he does not signal for it. And they're going to say on your First Baptist East, stop there on the 1-yard line. And it brings up a 3rd down and about 19.
Well, here you got to be really careful. You get caught for holding or anything like that inside the end zone, and then you've got a safety. Yeah. So you got a lot more to worry about. Sometimes it might be better off to give up 2 than to give up 6.
Well, that's true. Because, disaster can really happen down here. Hand clap, under pressure. He's going to throw this, and it's going to be incomplete. A little bit overthrown, but, he could not stand in a pocket because the pocket was collapsing, and he was having to throw it in a hurry. It brings up 4th down now and 19.
And here's a situation where you can block it, and that's where you get your 6 points, because I guarantee you he's only going to be about 5 yards deep maybe 6 yards deep when he gets the ball, and you can get there a lot faster. He is very shallow. He's about maybe 7.
Well, and look where his feet are.
Yeah.
If he steps back in that white, it's a safety. So if it's a high snap, which I said has been happening with the quarterback, and this is a little bit less room than they normally have, and the Highlanders are swarming to come after this.
There the ball
Drop
came
ball,
out.
it's come down, and there is going to be
safety.
A safety.
No, they're going to give him a.
No, I don't. He said safety.
Yeah,
he didn't say touchdown.
He did.
Yeah. Yeah, he said he covered it up.
And the guy's like, geez.
So we got the one missed PAT back, gain 1, and we're at 22, and the punt coming up. So I guess technically that's a drive summary. It's a block in the end zone for a safety. Drive summary brought to you by City National Bank, offering you easy online accounts, opening for both personal and business customers. One size does not fit all. Find the account that fits you today. Your ideal account awaits you at City National Bank. Member FDIC. We'll say it's a kickoff because it's a punt. Free kick. It's a free kick. So, hey, everyone, let's go to Wayne's. Two locations.
I could actually use a cherry limeade right now.
Joe, if you're listening, send them our way.
Yes, come on.
Yeah. Ice cold.
We'll pay.
Before and after
Doesn't
the
matter.
game.
Come on, brother.
And the delivery charge.
That's right. It doesn't matter. Come on.
Uber your way over.
Whatever it
Uber
takes.
Eats, yeah. Hey, that Uber Eats. Can we have Uber drinks?
That's right.
That's all I want. A gallon of something with water in it. So your score will be added with another 2 to make it 22-0, 10-17. And is this a mandatory water break? Because this was not a timeout call. And I think they've done this in the extreme.
Can we start requesting that up here? Like, where's Gary? We did a mandatory water break.
Yeah.
We're about to fall out. I think it is, and that's good for the kids. I mean, it is extremely hot down there. Just the few minutes we were down there earlier, it was baking. I think I got a sunburn.
I have to take a shower when I go home. There's no way. I am not laying in this, and that's too much.
That is way too much.
I understand that. You want to go to bed like that?
No.
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 My wife said, not like that. Those sheets are not going to take that. Oh, we have some fun. We have fun on the network. We have 11 schools, and welcome Walters Blue Devils. They will be in action tomorrow. I am making a trip to Kanawha for the first time in my life.
I've never been to Kanawha.
I know we go to Chickasha and we go east.
Yep.
We go east. A little bit above Ada.
Well,
it's kind of
we kind of got used to Walters last year, didn't we?
Yeah, we had a great playoff run with
did.
Walters, and Walters Blue Devils, the newest addition to the Oklahoma Sports Network, adding schools. Hey, like us on Facebook, Twitter. What was Twitter? It's now X. Instagram, TikTok, with over 1.1 million views on TikTok this past year. You can catch us on all of our social media sites.
And
Follow us there.
If your school doesn't have OSN, you should.
You can call us and find out how we can add you to the network. But we have all 3 Lawton schools, Cache and Elgin, Altus, Newcastle, and all of Mid-Del, Midwest City, Del City, and Carl Albert. And, boy, some great games tomorrow. Carl Albert will play Coweta. Playoff matchups abound tomorrow. Del City with Choctaw, even Newcastle and Weatherford. Chip shot, trying to catch him off guard. Going to cut it to 48. Off and running to the races down to about the 32-yard line. And that's great for the Highlanders. And we're trying to, hey, let's kick it to the first line of defense on these guys and catch them off guard. Usually those guys are supposed to say, just catch it and down it.
No, just get down.
But no. He said, Mama, this is my time to score.
I told you I was going to score a touchdown this year, and I'm doing it now.
Highlanders in their all dark with gold helmets and numbers. John Marshall in their all white.
Well,
red helmets and blue
every year
numbers.
my eyes get worse.
Yeah.
It's serious.
No,
it's
I agree. You're right. Got a man in motion going. Fake to the pop pass, motion to the far side, handoff, coming there with a block at the 20, down to the 15, down to the 10, down to the 5. He'll waltz in, he'll score, touchdown, Highlanders. No, we're going to say at the 1, They're going to say he stepped out at the 1. Say, man, just keep your feet in bounds. I think, and there's a flag on the play.
And he says, Eric, I was trying. Now, that was a good block that was out here on the outside. Now, I don't care what anybody says. That if that's what they threw the flag on with that block, that's wrong.
Well,
because I'm telling you, he was head up to head up, and that's all it takes. He didn't hit him from behind. That's what they're going to call.
Well, so, some things when they break down the film, some stuff to clean up. But you know what? I mean, this first half. So, it's a 2nd down and 5, the 10-minute mark of the second quarter. Edwards and the shotgun formation. Handoff. Trying to bounce it is outside.
Wow, there's nothing there, is there?
There's no one home.
But I will say this about officiating, because I have done it once in my lifetime. It's not something I ever want to do again.
Brings up a 3rd down and 5. Yeah, I know. And so, and they have a lack of officials, too. Dane Edwards is going to let everybody come on the screen pass. And that was a great sellout to the 20, down to the 15. Got a cut. Oh, nice block at the 10. 5, now going to flag him. And that's going to get the hometown crowd upset because that was pretty good block. And right there, I mean, that's.
I don't see anything wrong with that. I don't see anything wrong with
It's
that.
kind of like what you just said. I mean, it wasn't a blind side. I mean, it was flagging the play, and that's going to be probably against the Highlanders. And the hometown crowd not happy with that call.
I can see it if he projected himself into the player, if he was trying to, do unsportsmanlike conduct and jump at him and in some way spear him in a way. I could see that. What I can't see is that's just a good block. And I think most of the fans in the stands believe it too.
Edwards back to work. Going to back to pass, and that's going to be a little bit overthrown.
We used to call that a decleater, Evan.
Back
in the day.
You're right.
It was a decleater. He decleated him, and there was nothing wrong with that. You have pads on for a reason.
Trying to go to Carson Chambers. Not able to connect. Brings up a 4th down and about 5. 9:21 left to go. Edwards in the shotgun formation. Handoff. That's what they say. Why don't you just do that? And we're just going to run over people, get away from the tackler, and then he's shoestring tackled right at about the 4-yard line. Get to see that here on instant replay. He was going to go in for the score right there. He thinks he knows it. Then, the guy behind you snuck up there and grabbed your shoelace. Edwards, going to be a fake handoff, a little flat out, and that's going to be pitch and catch. Textbook touchdown Highlanders. Yep, strike up the old train. It's coming.
It comes.
Boy, for a 0-week game on a Thursday, entertaining on a 4th down conversion, and you're going to be able to connect and the score to put 6 more on the board to make it 28, and the PAT coming up. And you know what? I'm also getting the no sense of panic. I mean, there is, standing in the pocket, just doing what he needs to do. No, just and really carried out that fake very well. Ball down, kick up, kick out its way, and this kick is good. So it makes it 29-0 with 9:04 left to go in the second quarter. All Highlanders. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Are you ready for a debit card? Well, this card is more than you may realize. It's a reward-earning, style-affirming, money-managing, do-it-all debit card, like a key to the world. It's the Pay Me debit card from Communication Federal. Our Pay Me account pays you real cash that adds up fast, earning rewards when you use your card. So get a free Pay Me debit card today. It's secure shopping and payment power online or in stores. Sounds like you're ready. Communication Federal Credit Union.
All right, welcome back to Cambridge Stadium. Nice pitch and catch. Second touchdown pass of the night by Edwards. And your drive summary brought to you by City National Bank, offering you easy online account, opening for both personal and business customers. One size does not fit all. Find the account that fits you today. Your ideal account awaits you at City National Bank, member FDIC. And it's your kickoff sponsor. Hey, everyone, let's go to Wayne's with 2 convenient locations to serve you. Sheridan Road, over 50 years old, and 6810 Northwest Cash Road. Hey, everyone, let's go to Wayne's. Ball teed up at the 40-yard line. Don't forget, we have our coaches show each and every Tuesday at the Hangout. Hang out with us. Hey, great family special on Tuesday night. It's a large pizza, 4 drinks, cheesy bread, and you get the monkey bites for dessert, all for $40. And we have all 5 schools. No, 6, because Walters is coming too. 6 schools to talk about each and every week. Tuesday, 6 p.m. at the Hangout on Cash Road, the former old back porch location, right next to Viridian Coffee. Ball teed up at the 40-yard line with 9:04 left to go here in the second quarter. Your Pam and Barry second quarter. And your Wayne's kickoff is going to go end over end and field it at the 10. Now taken to the 15, to the 20, to the 23, up to about the 25, and then some, and then gets pushed out of bounds. But a little bit of interesting, and I was hearing this on the Sports Animal today. They say it's not just, and I know it's not like this, but they were just kind of making fun about the portal in college. But some of the complexity changes in 5A in Carl Albert and Del City were very interesting and kind of what we've been watching. First off, Xavier Robinson commits to OU, the running back that just destroyed everybody last year and broke records. Then the 2025 OU commit at quarterback that was living in Dallas, transfers, and is at Carl Albert. He's the starting quarterback. On our TikTok, he throws a 60-yarder in triple coverage on the bomb. And he's at Carl Albert. Nice stop after a negative.
Why don't we have somebody there saying, can you come to Macarthur?
Yeah. So you have that complexity. And you have 4 kids, actually, that OU is on at Carl Albert who just won a state title. Then you have Del City. And Bishop McGinnis, quarterback for 2 years, transfers over. He is now the quarterback at Del City. And the 2 kids we watched at Southeast that we said, man, they're phenomenal. Freshmen, they're at Del City.
Imagine.
So Del City, Carl Albert, and you can watch both of them tomorrow.
They're loaded again.
Yeah, it's loaded.
Their cabinets are full.
Can you have a little spillover effect? Oh, a mad dash, and that what's that? An errant pass, and you get a little tired, you get a little fatigued, and he's able to get back on it. But the ball is going to be placed right outside the 80-yard line in your First Baptist East instant replay. Your Pam and Barry second quarter will roll with 7:52 left to go before the half. We have our halftime performance.
I'm not a big portal fan.
Well, this isn't really technically a portal.
We're going back to the portal
conversation to college. Yeah,
well, just go where you want to go. I mean, that's all it is. There's no penalty for leaving.
Well, and you brought up the portal, but then you bring up the other thing about the payment of the portal.
Yeah, exactly.
Come here, we'll give you under duress, and that's going to be another safety. No, or maybe a touchdown. The ball is, and it is. Touchdown. Stuffed out touchdown, Highlanders. So it went from could have been a safety, could have been a fumble, recovery, touchdown for 6. Everything's going Mac way. Put up another 6 on the board. That's 2 defensive scores now?
Yes.
A pick 6 and then a recovery in the end zone to make it 35 in the PAT coming up.
Safety.
Oh, yeah, okay, that's right, a safety.
Yeah.
So 3 scores for the defense.
Yeah.
Coach Reffitt's going to be walking the hallways pretty good.
He's got 14 points to his name.
That's right. I'm going to keep up with that offense here in a minute. PAT coming up. By the way, at the half, we are going to give you our defensive starters. I didn't have the opportunity because the coin toss got in the way for us, so we'll have to time that out a little bit better. Want to show that. Oh, we got a latecomer. Get out there. You're supposed to get the edge.
Don't forget it.
He's got it now. Call your name. Ball down high. Snap, kick, and this goes and hits the upright. No good. So it keeps it at a 35-0 advantage. 7:21 left to go here in the second quarter. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
.4D Landscaping and Irrigation has been providing top-rated professional landscape and irrigation services for the past 25 years. They take your vision for that perfect landscaping project for your home, new construction, or business and make it a reality with their easy financing options. You'll want to make sure to ask them about their seasonal services too. 4D Landscaping and Irrigation. Call 510-9983.
All right, back here at Cambridge Stadium. 7:21 left to go before the half. Not even quite halfway through this quarter, and the Highlanders score again, this time backed up in their own end zone. What could have been a safety. The ball comes out. Highlanders capitalize it, and your drive summary brought to you by City National Bank, offering you online accounts, both personal and business. Your ideal account awaits you at City National Bank, member FDIC. And your kickoff sponsor. Boy, Joe's loving us tonight. Hey, let's go to Wayne's.
I didn't see anybody show up with a drink.
Not yet.
Joe.
We're calling him out now. Oh. But, yeah, and then this week we'll start off with our OSN Player of the Week, and that will be statewide. So be looking for that. You'll have a chance to vote. Go to our website and vote for your top player of the three that we select. May have someone from this game. Look left, look right. Wayne's drive-in kickoff is going to go deep down the middle. Take a two bounce, gets away from the return man. He has to dive for it. Oh, and he's hit hard at the 2-yard line. And where is the ball going to come up? And whose ball is it? Is it theirs at the 2 or the 1? Wow, that's worth a second look. In your First Baptist East instant replay. So Macarthur won in 3 sets. The Highlander volleyball, so Vic Menendez gets the Highlander. They were playing their Thursday night matchup today against the Cache Lady Bulldogs. And Kat has got a great program there for volleyball, and boy, if you're John Marshall, look with that. You didn't pick the ball up. You should have just let it go back in the end zone. You have to scramble for it. You get hit. You almost could have lost it. You're back at your 1-yard line, backed up.
But it is very
down 35.
It's very difficult to tell a kid to not pick it up.
Yeah, I know.
Because they want to run it back. And they always think they can, no matter where they're at.
I can do it, Coach.
I got it. I got this.
Tell you there's
something going on because there's a player standing over behind the
timeout. John Marshall. Okay, so they're going to take a timeout. We'll take it with them. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Are you looking for more than just a job? Barres Foods in Lawton offers a career with a competitive starting wage, opportunity for advancement, life and health insurance, including medical, dental, and vision, as well as 401k retirement plan. At Barres, you can be proud of a company that gives back to the community. But most of all, you can take pride from making a quality product. Barres Foods, making the best tasting hot dogs and smoked sausages, the food America likes to eat. So come be a part of a winning team and start your path to success today.
All right, so timeout. Everybody gets a drink. Everybody gets a little Gatorade. Yeah, our officials taking advantage of the timeout. 35-0 Highlanders with 7:16 left to go here in the second quarter. We'll have some halftime with the band. Take a little bit of a break. But welcome to football in the great state of Oklahoma. We'll try to get you a score at the half with Bixby and Owasso. Yeah, so John Marshall used their last timeout, so they're out. So if you run into trouble, you're going to have to make it work. Everybody's practically in the end zone. The ball is out, and there's a scramble and a tackle, and this probably is another safety.
It is.
Again, another 2.
Well, he now has 16 points.
Yeah, he's half of what the offense has put up, he's kept up with. Safety again. Yeah, lay on that horn. I don't think I've ever done a drive summary where I've had to mention 2 safeties in one game.
Yeah, they're in bad trouble.
And a free kick coming. So that drive summary was snap, into the end zone, tackled. Easy online access for both personal and business customers. Your ideal account awaits you at City National Bank, member FDIC. And Wayne's driving the free kick. Sweet tea, cherry limeade, steak fingers.
Sissy burger. Come on, Joe.
Let's go to Wayne's. You know, we're having way too much fun if we're doing all this in the booth. You know, it's like, hey, and we're going to talk about this at half, looking at the schedule ahead. You know, you got three actually games, non-district, which is this one. Then it's your 2 city rivals, Eisenhower, Lawton High. You take the week off before you start district. And look at the district. Duncan, Altus, Ardmore, which is really trying to reel back. Midwest City won the district last year, first down in 5A. Morgan Stanley gives you your scheduling for our Macarthur schedule. Key to financial success, taking care of your family tree. For more information, please visit their team website or call 354-7475. Morgan Stanley Smith Barney, LLC, member SIPC. But then El Reno, Elgin, and getting back to the last one of Noble. Another Bears team. So we had John Marshall Bears. We'll finish up with the Noble Bears. Got a good little home stretch, though.
Well, it looks like the schedule is actually
because you got
good for Macarthur. I mean, you're thinking, okay,
you got 4 at home because one of those are your away team against your city rival.
If you can start out 3-0,
yeah,
then you're coming up against a team. Some teams that have had some rough times. You got Altus that's had some rough times. So there's some teams there. You could easily be 6-0 before going into this. The 7th game easily. Get to Midwest City, it gets a little rougher.
Well, you start at 8 o'clock, and the way this game's going, it'll be midnight by the time we roll out of here. It'll be Friday. But you want to put in your hard work. And you know what? 0 weeks, here's the thing, and I know Lawton High and Midwest City were scrimmaging tonight because they both will play next week for the first time. But you only get one scrimmage because you're playing 0 week. The trade-offs are, well, yeah, you'll get a bye week. But are you really fans of that? Coach has kind of strategically made his bye week before he starts district. So that way you get through your 3 games. You really get to plan out your district, get ready to go.
Clean up anything that you need to clean up before you go into district play.
So the free kick here at the 20-yard line.
Oh, my.
And that's going to be sputtered, picked up at the 48, and then tackled at the 40-yard line after the return.
Well, what you want here is to, for one, get to the halftime.
We're 7 minutes. We're not even halfway through second quarter yet.
But I'm looking at second and third team players now that I'm going to start running the football with.
Yeah. Well, a couple of things Coach want to see. You have 2 quarterbacks. You have your senior, Dane Edwards, who's put it on with 2 great passes in the end zone. You're seeing a little bit of Lachlan coming in. So you want to establish that in this first game. Got a man in motion coming to the near side of the field. Lachlan is going to be fake handoff, little flare screen to the far side of the field. Pitch and catch down to about the 31-yard line.
Pretty good little screen pass there. Something back to the inside. Pretty safe. Keeps the clock running.
2nd and 2. Another handoff. It gets the first down and right outside the 25-yard line for Jeremy Hutchinson, the senior.
Here's the problem. Macarthur can't slow down. That's not the offense they run. So for them to slow down is a mess.
Oh, we got a flag on the play. That's why I said we stopped, because I thought
dead ball.
Dead ball, sideline warning against John Marshall.
Wow.
They've had a little bit too much extracurricular to that official. The next time it will be a penalty. So you get the first shot as a warning. But we're going to move the sticks, move the chains, because it is a first down for the Highlanders. Another fake handoff. Going to throw, and it's going to be a pitch and catch down to about, he dropped it right at the sticks. Would have been enough for a first down. Just came out at the last. Stops the clock at 6:12. Nice fake handoff. And he's going to get the first down and then
he's got
spy his way down to the 8. Yeah, he's got some wheels, doesn't he?
Wheels now.
We'll see that right here. But that was a good fake. And then right there. Oh, and then he got the little spin move down to about the 9.
There's another penalty on the ground.
And a flag of the play.
We have to remember this is their 0 week 2.
It's true.
So they're learning.
Holding Highlanders. So all for naught, negating that and marching him back. We're 6 seconds away from being at the halfway point of the second quarter. For those who are keeping score.
Can we just forego the halftime?
No, we got to have the band.
Oh, that's right. Got to have the band. And the cheerleaders.
They've been waiting too.
I know that.
Going to throw that one. And, it would have been a great touchdown had it get the defender, bounced out, and another flag on the play. Oh, my.
Is there another flag?
Yeah.
Was it on purpose?
So we talked about Carl Albert, Coweta tomorrow, Del City and McAllister. You have Newcastle and Weatherford. Cash goes to Tuttle. Altus will play Elk City. I'm trying to count because there were 7 games tomorrow. I'm having to do that by memory. Catch us on Facebook, on Instagram, what was Twitter if you're on X, and on Facebook. And if you're on Facebook, like us there, follow us there, share.
Oh, big old hole.
Handoff, and he will just waltz in for the score. Making it look easy for the Highlanders tonight. 0 week has been pretty good. Strike it up and strike up the band. First Baptist East. Instant replay to make it 45. And the PAT coming up. So, and you can watch us on the go. You can download us for free on our app. Apple and Android devices, just search the Oklahoma Sports Network. Find us on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV, PAT. Up on the way, and this is good. So make it 46 to nothing. The train is coming. Get your tickets stamped now. 5:43 left to go before the half. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Becker Raybon Funeral Home has been serving the funeral needs of Southwest Oklahoma since 1940 and is owned by the Raybon family. We believe family ownership makes a great difference in the care and service your family receives. Their staff is eager to find ways to assist you. Whether it's with live streaming or benefit assistance, we can help. When it comes to measuring personal levels of service, there are other funeral homes, and then there is ours, Becker Raybon Funeral Home, 1502 Fort Sill Boulevard.
All right, so everything the Highlanders' way. In case you're just joining us, it's now 46-0 Highlanders over John Marshall. And you remember this game started with the opening kickoff fumble recovery, John Marshall from the Highlanders, and they've deferred to the second, so John Marshall will get the ball, start second half. But they started the ball like right outside the 32-yard line, and then they, in turn, gave it back with an interception. So it's your kickoff sponsor, brought to you by Wayne's Drive-In. Hey, everyone, let's go to Wayne's. 2 locations to serve you, Sheridan and Cash Road.
If we keep having to do this for Joe, he's going to have to pay double. That's all there is to it.
I think he owes us a couple of sweet teas and a cherry limeade by now. It's coming at half. All right, it's going to be kicked end over end. And it's going to be picked up, in the end zone. You can't advance that, so that's a touchback, thankfully.
He was going to bring it.
Well, and just think jeez.
He'd have got hammered right there.
Yeah.
How many times have you coached and said, anything inside the 15 on a punt, let it go. Just let it go. We're not going to mess with that. Let it go. Back right up to the 10. Try to field it, fumble it, end up having problems. But it doesn't matter. Kids always think they can do it. Coach, I saw a lane.
Hey, what do you think now? I mean, I know there's been advancement and change and stuff like that. What do you think about like what they do in Texas so you can bring it out? I
like it.
I don't mind that at all.
I don't mind it.
I know they try to do that for safety, and there's disaster right there, and flags fly. That could be a face mask right there.
That could be just roughing the runner.
How can you rough the runner? You can rough the passer, but you can't rough the runner.
Did you see him go flying? That's roughing the runner.
Well, it was direct snap to him. He's a runner. Face mask.
He didn't care. He got roughed, I'm telling you.
Well, he got a face mask.
He was done with that.
That's what I thought normally is. 15-yard penalty, picks up a first down. Is that the first down for John Marshall in I don't know how long?
I don't know. I don't even remember him getting one. Surely they did.
Split backs and in the shotgun formation. High snap over the head. We've seen this before. I said that was looking like trouble in the first, but he got the ball back though, but loses major yards back of the 19.
He's been running for his life
the
entire first half.
Well, and I know the center is getting a little fatigued, and the snaps are getting off, and they're inerrant. Second down and forever.
I'd be let's go under center.
25.
Probably don't know how.
Clock will roll, 4:50. Well, that's true. Coach has said that. He said ever since he's been here as a coach, we've never been under center.
Nope,
ever.
Never.
He said, I wouldn't even know what to do. I wouldn't know how to coach that. 2 receivers near side. 1 up top. Straight back to pass. Looking near side.
Don't hit
felt the footsteps coming. You see a little stinger on the finger.
That hurt.
3rd down and 25. 4.5 to go here in the second. So, we have plenty of action. 7 teams in action, including Walters, which we mentioned, going to Kanawa as our newest addition to the network. Shotgun formation, low snap this time, gets that one away. High, throws that one up for grabs, and it's picked off by Dominic Collins.
Oh, no.
Collins will waltz in, pick 6. Touchdown Highlanders. Okay, how much does the defense have got now? They've kept up with the offense.
That's 22.
22 of the 46 by your defense. Look who's coming, 5A. Jeez.
Yep, he's had 2.
Dominic Collins.
He's picked 2.
Hey, you know what? And we have to have
Player of the game.
our player of the game. You mean we're going to have our player of the game before a halftime?
We probably might as well just go ahead and announce it now.
Oh, starting in the secondary as a sophomore, Dominic Collins wearing number 1. And one of only a couple players on this team that will play both ways. But why play him in offense when you got this? PAT coming up. The motion, ball down, snap, kick up, kick on its way. This kick is good. 53-0. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
It's real red wine vinegar and olive oil blend. It's called the Juice. And at Jersey Mike's, it adds that jazz to your sub. Add a flavor zing with the Juice. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
All right. Another drive summary. Pick 6, Dominic Collins, his second tonight with City National Bank. Your ideal account awaits you at City National Bank, member FDIC. And your kickoff sponsor brought to you by Wayne's Drive-In. Hey, everyone, before and after the game, let's go to Wayne's.
I'm not saying anything, Joe.
Joe owes us so much. He's been the topic of conversation.
It's the truth.
In this second quarter. But we're having fun, and I guess you're having fun when you're up 53-0.
Ain't nothing to cry about there. Other than there's still 4 minutes and 7 seconds to go in the half.
We have Isaac Hardy, who's going to be our producer a lot, and I said, "You're in the second quarter? I thought I walked in. This is the third."
We ain't even been to halftime yet.
Well, and you know what? If a 7 o'clock game, about 9:30, we're about almost ready to about finished.
Yeah.
You know. So, ball teed up at the 40-yard line. It's going to be fielded about the 2, taken to the 5 to the 10, 15, 20, and gets upended at about the 22-yard line.
There has been a curse found in the northeast restroom. If you are off one, please come to the press box at the bottom and identify it.
Did you lose your purse?
I was going to ask you, but I stayed away from it. I just said no. Jay, we've had games like this where we've had to come up with cooking recipes.
Anything you can just talk about. Anything.
I mean, we don't mean anything by it. I mean, so what do you do? I mean, it's like everything has been perfected.
Silence would just be horrible.
Oh, yes.
Just sit here and look. I don't know. We don't know how to do that.
Well, we're waiting on a little personnel. They'll run the clock here. I think you're in on this play. And so he comes in.
I think he's thinking, don't snap me that ball.
Keystone Cops back here. So you take it. I don't want to take it. You have it.
It's your turn.
Yeah.
I got whapped last time.
Clock will continue to roll. Another in-air snap, but I'll tell you what, quarterback has really been able to do his work today. Take it and run, trying to make lemonade out of lemons.
He's fast, though.
Gets up to about 27, 28-yard line. All right, down at the 3-minute mark here of the second quarter. It's been all Highlanders. Didn't think that way in the get-go when they had the from the opening kickoff. Lost the ball inside your own territory, and a flag in the play coming from the far side of the field.
Please don't do the flags. I don't care what. Offside. Well, that would give them a first down, won't it? Be close.
It'll be 3rd and 1. Two receivers here near side, one on the top. Got a stand-up tight end, and that's way over the head. Quarterback has just a dive on it about the 9. We got a flag in the play. What is that flag over?
I don't know. Just stop
from
doing
the
that.
white cap.
It came from this guy on this side.
No, that's right. Came from the near judge. Yeah.
So is it up to the officiating crew if maybe somebody will know the answer to this because I don't. Is it up to the officiating crew if the white hat and the what's he going to say here? I don't know what he's saying.
We're going to talk about
the offsetting penalties. Something and something. Chop block. What I was going to ask was the white hat and the referee both behind like they do in the NFL, like in college ball? Or do they still allow the other official to be behind behind the linebackers? Have you noticed?
Well, because he's not there.
Is that up to them?
Yeah, that's because he's not there.
Or is that just because they don't have somebody?
It's a good question. Hard count, high snap, snags that out of the air, has to hand the ball off, and he is immediately tackled for the Highlanders, and we're at the 2-minute mark before the half. Going to have our halftime arrangements coming up. Our halftime band sponsor, Subway at East 45th Street. We'll get to that here at the half. Every time they get down here, what has happened? 2 safeties, a fumble for a touchdown, a pick. You know, if you're John Marshall, you say, I don't, you know, have they ever crossed our side of the field?
No, they're like, we're going the opposite direction. We're going in reverse.
4th down and going to punt it right there on the end zone. Gets that one away, and Dominic Collins will
just let it just don't.
Oh, he's going to pick it up and run. Hit the corner and then goes out of bounds. Gets down to about the 27-yard line with a minute left to go before the half. I think at what point do you – I know you want to play guys to see guys, but when do you start putting your substitutions in?
I'm done after this. After the half, I'm done.
First drive in the third quarter, and then all the dogs are off.
I don't think you're not going to make that many changes in one series. And what are you going to do? Run the score up to 60-0? That's where as a coach it's a fine line, right? Coach Manning has to decide about getting players hurt, obviously, but also about you don't ever want to disrespect another team.
Right. Dane Edwards back in at quarterback. Man in motion, fake to the pop motion man. Handoff up the middle, gets down to about the 23-yard line. And the final 43 seconds will tick away. So I think Coach will hold it in his back pocket, and we won't have to do anything here.
We'll have to down it or do something one more time.
One more. Another handoff coming hopefully right here. Indeed, skirts away, keeps the pile moving, gets past the first down to about the 8-yard line. And we're in a red zone opportunity. Tracy Green, buying or selling your next home. Tracy can take care of you every step of the way. Give her a call, Tracy Green Properties, 580-284-9364, your red zone specialist. 17 seconds down to 15. They won't have to do anything. Coach will probably not allow it to happen. Down to the final 10, and we can finally have a celebration because we've made it officially to halftime. So it is now halftime in the books here at Cambridge Stadium. Your score, the Highlanders lead 53-0. We'll be back. Halftime festivities, the band, and so much more in second half action coming up right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
At Bill Miller and Noble Heating and Air Conditioning, we take pride in our quality air conditioner and heater repair and replacement services, as well as providing the highest customer satisfaction. Bill Miller and Noble Heating and Air Conditioning has been serving Lawton and the surrounding area for over 25 years. We have the knowledge, equipment, and trained technicians to take care of all your heating and cooling needs. Give us a call. Bill Miller and Noble Heating and Air, 355-1811.
Goodbye, paperwork. Hello, convenience. Farewell, waiting. Hello, personal service. Catch you later, dreaming. Hello, planning. Buy your dream home, connect with a personal banker, and easily schedule an appointment with digital tools from Arvest Bank. Goodbye, limits. Hello, possibilities.
When it comes to your new home or remodeling project, build it right with Comanche Home Center. Our professional staff can help you every step of the way to make sure you get the best lumber, tools, and supplies to tackle any job imaginable. Give us a call today for a free estimate. Want to take the stress out of your next remodel or building project? Comanche Home Center can deliver all the lumber, supplies, and tools right to you. When you're done, they'll pick up anything you don't use and give you credit towards your next project. Give Comanche.
Arrow Sign Company has been serving Oklahoma and surrounding states for over 60 years. As a family-owned business, our focus has always been on driving people to your door, not just selling you a sign. From custom sign design and manufacturing to installation and service, Arrow Sign has the knowledge and experience to deliver the ideal sign for you while using materials of the highest quality to ensure that your sign will look great for years and years to come. We design and manufacture our signs for longevity, so you get the greatest return on investment possible. Arrow Sign Company, helping your business thrive since 1955.
Bank First is uniquely Oklahoman, deeply rooted in over 50 communities statewide. From those roots, our investment in education springs forth, helping to raise the Oklahoma leaders of tomorrow while providing financial strength to the business leaders of today. That's the kind of loyalty that helps entire communities thrive. Bank First. Loyal to Oklahoma. Loyal to you.
Well, welcome back to Cambridge Stadium. It is a 53-0 Highlander lead, and we are finally at halftime. It's the Highlanderettes performing, and your halftime band sponsor is brought to you by Southeast 45th Street Subway. That's right, Subway is Eat Fresh. Want to be there because it's your Mac headquarters. Can't beat the Subway series menu with fresh baked bread daily. Eat Fresh, your Mac headquarters, Southeast 45th Street.
Tonight's halftime will feature a teaser of the Highlander Regiment's 23-24.
And a little tease from the Highlander Regiment.
The Highlander Regiment band is directed by Derek Dobbinspec and Karen Torbert.
I'll get a little bit of
Senior drum major Vivian Lee. The band will now play a teaser of the show to come in the following week's football games. The band appreciates your support and hopes to see you there. Again, the Highlander Regiment.
We're going to say be on the field. We're going to see them in the stands. So a little tease from their performance. It's a little tease from the Highlander Regiment as they're going to be performing at the halftime from your East Side Subway, Southeast 45th Street, your MAC headquarters. We'll be back with more halftime right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Memorial Medical Group's orthopedic specialists are the most experienced team in Southwest Oklahoma. Our orthopedic surgeons are trained to diagnose and treat shoulder, knee, hip, hand, and foot conditions, as well as orthopedic trauma, sports, or work-related injuries. And they're the only ones in the area to offer Mako robotic-assisted surgery for knee and hip replacement. When you need bone and joint help, trust MMG Orthopedics to get you back to living your best life.
Here at Classic Lawton Chevrolet, we love our community and we want to show our appreciation.
We offer savings for military, first responders, college students, and educators, giving back to those who give everything they've got.
What's in your driveway? You don't have to come onto the lot, we'll bring it to you.
Get a 360-degree view and video summary of every vehicle, top dollar for your trade, and even get pre-approved. ClassicChevyNation.com.
What's in your driveway?
Enjoy the difference.
Coast Technology Group specializes in audio, video, and lighting for schools, house of worship, home, and business. Work with our team's engineers to design the right system for your conference rooms, video telecommunications, stadiums, auditoriums, video walls, home theater, and automation. Whether your next project is large or small, let our team with over 150 years of combined experience help design the right system with simple, reliable technology.
At Firehouse Subs, a portion of every purchase helps provide life-saving equipment to first responders across the country. So at Firehouse Subs, we don't just make subs. We make subs that are big, bold, and craveable. We make our subs differently because our subs make a difference. Whether you order online or on our app, Firehouse Subs Rapid Rescue to Go will have your subs boxed, bagged, and ready for pickup. Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs. Save more lives.
College is about more than just a degree.
It's a journey that will shape your future and change your life. That's why MSU Texas provides a place to find your passion,
To connect with others.
and discover who you truly are.
We're dedicated to providing a well-rounded education that prepares you for a variety of careers.
You'll have everything you need to pursue your dreams at MSU Texas.
Start your journey. For more information, visit msutexas.edu.
The Fraternal Order of Police Lodge Number 98 and the Lawton Police Officers Association, proudly serving the Lawton community and all of his athletics. All right, welcome back to Cameron Stadium, and we are at the half of this game where it's been all Highlanders, 53-0 over the John Marshall Bears. We also want to say, take a look at the schedule for the remainder of the Highlanders, Morgan Stanley, the Orchard Group. Check them out on their website, Morgan Stanley, 354-7475. Back home, and really one of those games away. City rivals coming up, Eisenhower, Lawton High, and then you can see the rest for the district play for the Macarthur Highlanders and their 2023 season. So we have got more halftime with 9:23 left to go before we start second half action, and it's been all Highlanders. So we'll be back right after this. You're watching Big Mac Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Celebrating.
Here at Pam & Barry's team, we've been helping you through the real estate process for more than 20 years.
We want to thank you for choosing our team to help you.
We sold our house at full asking price, and it took less than about a week to get our full asking price with Pam & Barry.
Don't go at it alone.
Let us handle it all here.
We're not bragging, we're just applying for a job.
Scooters Coffee, world-class coffee rooted in quality, with 2 locations to serve you in Lawton and Elgin. Wake up to the amazing aroma of quality, from their hot and iced drinks to blenders, smoothies, teas, to even their great food delights. Or why not try their at-home coffees or coffee on the go? Locally owned and operated, Scooters in Lawton and Elgin. Scooters, rooted in quality.
Your roof is your home's first line of defense against the elements. At Century Roofing, we'll make sure you're ready. Proudly serving the central and southwest Oklahoma regions, we'll work tirelessly to protect and restore your home's roof, gutters, and siding, while also working closely with your insurance company to ensure every inch of your home is protected, starting with our free inspection services. Protection is just a phone call away, so call Century Roofing, Central and Southwest Oklahoma's #1 choice of contractor, where we are on guard for Oklahoma.
When it comes to your health, you want and deserve the best. You want a hospital with the highest quality scores in the region, and one that provides safe, excellent care. Southwestern Medical Center has been a part of this community for 115 years and has a history of delivering compassionate, skilled health care to Lawton and Fort Sill. Choose the hospital that has always put the health of this community first. Southwestern Medical Center. Be well. Live well. That's why we're here.
Southwest Foot and Ankle Clinic has specialized in the medical and surgical treatment of the foot and ankle for the past 40 years. And they provide all treatments under one roof. From x-rays, radial pulse therapy treatment, to surgical treatments, all with one goal in mind, providing the highest quality medical care with good old-fashioned Oklahoma compassion. Call to set up an appointment today. Southwest Foot and Ankle, 580-357-8720.
Welcome back to Cameron Stadium, and we are at the half where the Highlanders lead 53-0. And we got about 5.5 before we start second half action, and we want to thank our fine sponsors, especially for the halftime show. Subway, Southeast 45th Street, your MAC headquarters. Proud supporters of the Highlanders. Eat fresh. That Subway menu, whether it be a 6-inch, 12-inch, fresh, right in front of you, made to your order. East Side Subway, Southeast 45th Street. So, yeah, we've got 7 games in action tomorrow. Carl Albert plays Coweta. We know Newcastle plays Weatherford. Del City plays Choctaw. Cache plays Tuttle. Now, Elgin is off. Lawton High is off. Midwest City is off. Those are the only 3 teams that are off. Everybody else is in action. Altus plays Elk City. Just trying to do this all on memory. Hey, like us on Facebook. Follow us there. Instagram. What was Twitter, now X. And from Facebook, from YouTube, subscribe to our YouTube channel. And then watch us on the go. Download our app on any Apple or Android devices just by searching the Oklahoma Sports Network. Also find us on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV. So whether you're watching from home or on the go, download the free app. We'll be back. Second half action just 4 minutes away. We're back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Lawton's newest hangout, 5370 Northwest Cache Road. A family-friendly atmosphere featuring their award-winning pizza and calzone, made fresh daily from their secret family recipe. With handcrafted burgers, wings, appetizers, salad, and homemade desserts, including deep-fried banana pudding. Come hang out with us. The Hangout, 5370 Northwest Cache Road in Lawton.
At Whitehead Plumbing, our mission is to be a leading full-service plumbing contractor. We have dedicated over 20 years perfecting our expertise in Southwest Oklahoma with our craftsmanship and customer service. Whether you have a water, sewer, or gas line that needs to be replaced or repaired, you can always count on us to be there. We offer free estimates and have 24/7 emergency services available. We'll work around the clock and are committed to providing our customers with impeccable services. Call Whitehead Plumbing today for all your plumbing needs.
Your job can get dirty. You need a solution. At Waste Solutions, we offer front-end loaders, roll-off containers, and dumpsters for any job, large or small. Our services are for everybody, from small businesses to contractors to construction companies and everyone in between. We are a locally owned company, and we've been serving our community for 21 years. We love Southwest Oklahoma, and we take care of our own. Every dirty problem has a solution. We're Waste Solutions. Click or call today.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
When it comes to your home, you need someone that you can trust to keep it safe and protected for you and your family.
Vesta Foundation Solutions is your local, family-owned company that has helped many homeowners fix and protect their homes.
Our engineered solutions can take care of all of your foundation repair, basement waterproofing, concrete leveling, and dirt crawl space repair needs.
We take pride in getting the job done right, and you'll always be protected with up to a 75-year warranty.
Contact us today for a free estimate.
Are you ready for a debit card? Well, this card is more than you may realize. It's a reward-earning, style-affirming, money-managing, do-it-all debit card, like a key to the world. It's the Pay Me debit card from Communication Federal. Our Pay Me account pays you real cash that adds up fast, earning rewards when you use your card. So get a free Pay Me debit card today. It's secure shopping and payment power online or in stores. Sounds like you're ready. Communication Federal Credit Union.
All right, so we are here live. So we're going to start second half action here shortly. Cameron Stadium, host of Zero Week, and the Highlanders have a halftime lead of 53-0. We're going to start our third quarter here. Our third quarter is going to be brought to you by Eastside Pharmacy, going above and beyond to help their customers. Download their free mobile app and call your prescription in anytime, day or night. Even get refill notifications. I love it. I use it. Eastside Pharmacy with 4 pharmacists and 17 years in business. Phone 355-6400. Eastside Pharmacy. Your third quarter. So, what's your takeaway from the first half as far as, what you've seen, what you like? I mean, there's really not much to dislike.
No. Macarthur's a different football team than they were last year. There's no doubt about that. I think the skill positions, they're very, they have some great skill positions. I even think that their offensive line is 100 times ahead of where they were in game one of last year. They just seem more physical. They don't mind to push it downhill and run right behind them. I think that's going to really help when you get up against teams like Carlisle. You get up teams like Midwest City that are going to have the big hogs that are going to, really try to put a stop to you. You're going to need those. You're going to need those guys that are willing to go in there and really get rough. But I thought overall, Macarthur, played, other than the, fumble here,
right,
penalty there.
Yeah,
yes,
penalty,
I get all that.
Right,
I get all that. But I thought overall, I'd give them a strong B and say, hey, you know what? We're going to clean it up because we got a foe next week that's not going to be John Marshall.
Yeah, and the other thing is too, you've got, all of that. You had a lot of stuff in the past. You had a quarterback that was there for 3 years. You had to replace him, so you had to find out that. You already had some skill set. We already knew our running back. You have it come as a senior, as Jeremy Hutchinson did. And, and he's not the premier. They're spreading it all around.
Well, I think even if you ask Coach, I'm not sure he knew what he had to start the year either.
Yeah.
100%. You got a sophomore that you're letting play quarterback, which in Macarthur, that's not something you see all the time.
No.
We've had a few recently that have come in and done 2 or 3 years. But they've got 2 really good, strong quarterbacks that can both sling the rock and they can run it and they make good decisions, and I think that's 95% of it.
Yeah. I think one more time because in honor of him, and a lot of people have put it on Facebook, but the sad passing of an OSN employee, Don Dematra, unfortunately lost his battle with some of his illnesses and was able to visit him in the hospital a little bit. So our condolences to he and his family, a very young man. Even though he could not work full-time anymore, you can go to his Facebook page. He says that he's working at the Oklahoma Sports Network presently and was looking so forward to being the producer for Lawton High, even though it was an Eisenhower grad. A lot of people know him in all walks of life.
Oh, yeah.
And so a job well done here. And his Facebook said that we'll see you all soon, or I'll see you all later. But Don DeMartra going to be missed. We want to thank him for serving us last year in Eisenhower, and then wanting to be able to be with us this year. Good little tribute for a life well lived. Sad that it was not long enough.
True.
It never is for anybody, but especially if you're in your 30s. Okay, so we've already started a running clock. How about that?
I love it.
A running clock that coaches will agree to, and so we're going to get through this third and fourth quarter pretty fast like that as we're approaching the 10 o'clock time frame. It is a school night on a Thursday. Going to be kicked end over end, backpedaling, goes in the end zone for a touchback, and that's where they'll start. 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. So, with our schedule, and we told you about a lot of the games tomorrow that are really playoff games. Coweta was a playoff contender along with Carl Albert. They play in this 0 week. You have a state runner-up with Choctaw taking on Del City, a playoff contender. And Newcastle and Weatherford. Tuttle and Cache. Altus, Elk City. Walters, Kanawha. All here on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Handoff going right side and going to be stacked up to about the 23-yard line.
I'm excited to see the Elgin Owls play this year.
Yeah, they're off this week. They're in Midwest City and Lawton High. But Elgin, that's a great storyline. I mean, coming up from 4A, everybody thought, okay, what is Elgin going to do? And they were so young, and they were minutes and seconds away from winning the district. Midwest City had to come back and get that. But they're not going to have – no one's going to be taken by surprise by Elgin this year.
No.
They got a target on him. Everybody's going to come after him. Hey, you got us last year and we're coming, And they know that. Chalmer Wyatt knew that. Oh, by the way, speaking of which, when we can talk about all this, on Tuesday nights at the Hangout, that is our hangout place. We want you to be there Tuesdays at 6 o'clock. All 3 Lawton schools, Cache, Elgin, and Walters, all with coaches and players. And they've got great burgers. They've got great pizza. Their pizza, award-winning, because they've won. They've been competitions in food truck competitions. And make their own dough fresh daily. Their sauce, I'm just getting hungry thinking about it. But they have a great Tuesday coaches-only special. It's a large pizza, 4 drinks, cheesy bread, and those little monkey bites for dessert, all for $40. Can't beat that at all. Straight back to pass, flushed out of the pocket, and then is taken down for a sack back at the 22-yard line. Major loss of yards. Why are you trying to throw right here in that situation?
I don't know. I was going to say the same thing. What are you thinking here? You ran the ball a couple times and you did okay. You got a first down.
First Baptist East instant replay showed a little bit. I want to thank Nathan Woods, our producer. First time at producing, and boy, he's just
doing a good job.
Just awesome. Just filled right in. Caleb Sherem on camera. Jay Burke alongside myself, Eric Sherem, with trips here on the near side. One up top by his lonesome on the top screen. High snap. Flare screen here to the near side of the 20, 25-30, still on his feet, 35-40. Off to the races, the 50. Even the Macarthur Highlanders are getting excited for this team. You want to cheer them on if they're going to do something. And the first time inside Highlander territory tonight for the John Marshall Bears. So 8:38 and the clock running. That was very classy of the Highlander faithful, cheering that young man on as he scampered his way into Highlander territory. They worked just as hard with their practices. Trips up top. They'll stair step. Oh, man, that went over everyone's head. You do so good, and then you have that. And I know the center, that's it is, the center snap change, but, it's hot, and you're fatigued.
And you're getting beat bad.
Yeah.
And you just think to yourself, I got a whole other half of this.
So 2nd and 29.
And, that's one of those things I saw. He was snagging him off to the side with one hand. I said, oh, these are right on. I said, this is going to happen. Caught. And he's going to down that right at the 1 yard line. That was nice.
What a catch, right?
Set up, and what a catch. And completes it down to the 1 yard line. And there again, we got a number 1 playing on a roster that we have an incomplete program. So I apologize for any John Marshall faithful that I do not have a complete set for a roster. So knocking at the door for the first time tonight for John Marshall to put 6 to make Coach Reffett not have a goose egg up on the board. Clock has stopped. The 6:24 mark.
What are we doing?
I'm not sure. I don't know what the stoppage of play is. We're waiting for a substitution of something, I guess. We'll roll the clock. Hard count twice, way over the head, and just when you were setting up shop, has to just dive on it all the way back to about the 20-yard line. And, that's bus talk right there. You go, what are we going to be doing next week for center snap exchange? That's going to be a lot of practicing right there. So a 2nd and goal right outside the 1 puts it all the way back to, well, that goose egg may still stay up there. They're back over to the 21-yard line. And this gets whistled dead. Not sure why. Got a flag on the play. Illegal substitution.
Well, okay. All right. So they're trying to sneak that guy still out of bounds that I've been trying to tell you guys about.
Yeah, and they got him this time.
They were trying to hide him behind the down marker. And so I saw him just run off just a second ago, and I thought he's doing it again. They're trying to run him off. He'll run back on and come back into the play immediately.
Well, you can scrap that out of the playbook because it ain't working.
That's the second
Referee's
time.
caught onto that. 2nd and goal right outside their own 21-yard line. Back in the shotgun formation. That's just snap back to the back to about nothing doing there. 32-yard line. And playing for pride as the Highlanders said, we're not going to let you score that easy. When it was 1st and goal right outside the 1-yard line, it's now 3rd and 26 outside the 26. So 3rd and goal with 4.5 to go. And a running clock 3rd quarter.
Thankful for the running clock.
Kind of makes up for that first half. It was a long one. Another snap, going to heave ho and throw in the end zone. Got a couple of players there, and it's caught, and that's going to be a touchdown. Touchdown, John Marshall, and the Bears get on the board and get a score. And even the Highlanders give them a faithful applause from the fan base. It's to number 1, and again, by the way, I have no roster. I have a program that's incomplete, so I don't have the quarterback or the receiver for that combination. But the PAT coming up. They're going to go for 2. They snap to the back, and that really has not worked. But it's no good.
Well, he don't want it no more. He's already said no.
53-6 with 3:07 left to go. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
4D Landscaping and Irrigation has been providing top-rated professional landscape and irrigation services for the past 25 years. They take your vision for that perfect landscaping project for your home, new construction, or business and make it a reality with their easy financing options. You'll want to make sure to ask them about their seasonal services too. 4D Landscaping and Irrigation. Call 510-9983.
All right, so back here at Cambridge Stadium, John Marshall get on the board with about 4 minutes left to go and a running clock narrowed down to 2 minutes. And the PAT trying to go for two, no good. Makes it 53-6 in your Eastside Pharmacy third quarter. Going above and beyond to help their customers. Download their free mobile app and call your prescription in anytime, day or night. Even get refill notifications. Eastside Pharmacy with 4 pharmacists and 17 years in business. Phone 355-6400. Kickoff sponsor brought to you by Wayne's Drive-In. Before and after the game, let's go to Wayne's.
Oh, Lord, Joe.
Yeah, I'm going to put on Joe.
I am too. He's already went to bed.
Joe's in bed.
I know. That's what I'm thinking. He went to bed already. He said, forget you guys. I got to do breakfast in the morning. Y'all can forget it.
Yeah, that's true. It's true. It's Thursday. It's Friday night tomorrow. And like I said, we've got plenty of games. 7 games out of our 11 teams tomorrow in 0 week. Hey, someone want to look up the Bixby Owasso score for me? See if we can get that.
I guess I could do that.
Appreciate that.
You're so welcome.
Because that was a big game that was on Thursday night football. By the time we get this kicked off, we'll be in the third quarter because that running clock, by the time they line it up, we're down to less than a minute. Have 1 play left to go after this kick.
I'm kind of hungry. I want a bag of Cheetos or something. I don't know, something. Like some.
Going to line it up on the far hash.
Trail mix or something.
You know, you're supposed to bring that in. You know. We don't supply that for you.
Well, they don't.
To the up man, going to get it to 40, 45, 50, and then still on his feet, scurries back to about the 44-yard line. Get to see that again on our First Baptist East instant replay. And the last 10 seconds. So just like our first quarter was the longest, this was the shortest. 3 quarters into the books, 53-6. We'll be back with the fourth and final period right after this. You're watching Big Mac Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Are you looking for more than just a job? Bar S Foods in Lawton offers a career with a competitive starting wage, opportunity for advancement, life and health insurance, including medical, dental, and vision, as well as 401k retirement plan. At Bar S, you can be proud of a company that gives back to the community. But most of all, you can take pride from making a quality product. Bar S Foods, making the best tasting hot dogs and smoked sausages, the food America likes to eat. So come be a part of a winning team and start your path to success today.
All right, welcome back to Cambridge Stadium. 11:37 left to go here as a running clock, fourth quarter. And we're going to get into our fourth quarter, brought to you by Comanche Home Center. With over 50 years of experience in the lumber industry, they provide building materials to do it right. Carpet One with floor covering products for the individual builder or commercial. Number 2, Southwest C Avenue. And there's going to be a scamper back over there's going to be just a corral with a host of Highlanders. And again, going to bring up a 4th down and 3 under the 10-minute mark of our running clock. Little bumper pool action. Got a lot of substitutions coming in for the Highlanders. And a first down for the Highlanders. Handoff coming to the near side. Got some empty green grass. Bump, bow. Bashes his way down to about the 12-yard line. New substitutions in. Is that Nick Chadwell? No, it's Ezra Morris. Is that 36? So my eyes see it right. Got a down John Marshall player. Stop the clock to tend to him. Fortunately to have that. This has been a long night. And so they're going to take a little bit of cramping with it. We'll take a timeout. Be back right after this. You're watching Big Back Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Becker Raybon Funeral Home has been serving the funeral needs of Southwest Oklahoma since 1940 and is owned by the Raybon family. We believe family ownership makes a great difference in the care and service your family receives. Their staff is eager to find ways to assist you. Whether it's with live streaming or benefit assistance, we can help. When it comes to measuring personal levels of service, there are other funeral homes, and then there is ours. Becker Raybon Funeral Home, 1502 Fort Sill Boulevard.
It's real red wine vinegar and olive oil blend. It's called the Juice. And at Jersey Mike's, it adds that jazz to your sub. Add a flavor zing with the Juice. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
All right, so back to Cameron Stadium. Going to line this up after the first down. And now the students are chanting for players they want to come see. The running clock with 9:17. It's going to be a handoff. A lot of JV squad coming in down to about the 9-yard line. Inside a red zone, Tracy Green red zone. Buying or selling your home, Tracy Green can take care of you every step of the way. Serving Lawton and the surrounding area, Tracy Green Properties. Call 580-284-9364. Tracy Green. Handoff. Up the middle, got a little daylight, drugged by a couple of John Marshall with playing with pride on defense, saying you're not going to score on us here. Gets down to about the 3-yard line. And they say a little host of help there. Talks about downloading our app, finding us on all our social platforms. 7 games tomorrow. Don't forget, the Hangout is our Hangout Tuesday night for the Coach Show, 6 o'clock. Join us at great family special. 1 large pizza, 4 drinks, cheesy bread, and the Monkey Bites for dessert, all for $40. That is your Hangout, is our Hangout Tuesdays, 6 o'clock at Cash Road. Handoff. Skirts on the outside, trying to get to about the 1-yard line. Stop there, trying to get their second score tonight. So Bixby, and they're in the fourth quarter, 42-9 over Owasso. Bixby is just they're a machine. Hey, I'm just glad. Everybody in 6A2 saying, hey, we're glad you go up to 6A1 because it gave Stillwater a championship playing Choctaw because everybody else was playing second fiddle.
But
and they said, you know how many years I said Bixby could compete in 6A1? Yeah, they could. They did, and they will, and they are. Jinx will have something to say about it, though. Handoff, crosses, scores, touchdown Highlanders. A lot of underclassmen, a lot of JV. Play them, right? That's what you say, play them.
That's it.
Strike up the band, Mr. Hatch.
You can't stop them from scoring. I mean, you can't ask a kid just to sit down.
No, I mean, they practice just as hard. I mean, this is a varsity game,
They're going to get some snaps. They need some playing time. You just try as a coach to do your best and not do anything crazy. Didn't throw the ball.
Well, we're glad that you could be entertained with us. Hey, don't forget, tomorrow we'll have Eisenhower tomorrow night at Ardmore for Ardmore game. That game is also scheduled for an 8 o'clock kickoff. Ball's up, through, and good to make it 60. 60-6. 5:58, the running clock. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
At Bill Miller and Noble Heating and Air Conditioning, we take pride in our quality air conditioner and heater repair and replacement services, as well as providing the highest customer satisfaction. Bill Miller and Noble Heating and Air Conditioning has been serving Lawton and the surrounding area for over 25 years. We have the knowledge, equipment, and trained technicians to take care of all your heating and cooling needs. Give us a call. Bill Miller and Noble Heating and Air, 355-1811.
Welcome back to Cameron Stadium. It's been all Highlanders and 0 week, 60-6. Well, it's been a while since I've seen a score like that. And the running clock drive summary brought to you by City National Bank. Your ideal account awaits you at City National Bank. Find the account that fits you today. One size does not fit all. Member FDIC. And Wayne's Drive-In is your kickoff specialist. Hey, everyone, let's go to Wayne's. I got a twist from Brahms waiting for me at home.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. Isn't that nice?
Yeah, really.
Someone loves me.
I don't know who it would be. Bless her heart.
28 years.
Bless her heart.
Yeah, appreciate that. Ball tated at the 40-yard line. Yeah, she needs a little commendation, a medal. With battle pay, right?
That's right,
yeah.
Exactly.
We're at the 4-minute mark, halfway through this running clock in the Comanche Home Center fourth quarter. And over and is going to be fielded at the 10. Now taken. Delayed step goes around the corner of the 20 and then shuffled out of bounds at about the 24-yard line. So, yeah, we got some great games on the network tomorrow. I can't wait. I know some coaches have done this. You can have one up on an iPad. You can have one up on a screen. You can have one up on a phone. But you got the Carl Albert game. Want to watch that. You got Del City. Want to watch that. You got Newcastle and, their matchup with Weatherford. You got Eisenhower playing Ardmore. Wow. And it's all on one network. And so when you download the app, you don't have to go to, this school's website or this YouTube page or Facebook. You download the app, you get all the content under one app.
And I've been telling people, all my friends, that whether I go to the Hangout or to Mike's Sports Grill or wherever it is that I'm at, I always ask them to turn it on. I've been in Pittsburgh and asked them, you'll remember a few years back, and I asked them, can you turn on the Macarthur football game? They said, how do I do it? I told them, they turned it on. Everybody in the whole place was watching Macarthur football.
Yeah.
Because it's high school football. It was on a Thursday night.
Right.
And they were so excited. And they were like, we don't have that here. So it's coming. It's coming.
The Hangout, when you mention it, they do have games up on the screen. So if there's away games, you're there on a Friday night, you want to watch that, you're able to ask them, and they'll put those up there for you as well. Well, that's a request for your ride. You got one coming, Jay? Is your ride coming?
I got one coming.
You got one coming? Well, I'm glad you're going to be picked up.
I just want to be in the air-conditioned truck. That's what all I want.
Oh, man, you and me both. Down to the 2-minute mark. Oh, and whistles flying a flag on the play. Yeah, and that's a Hatch tradition of playing Never Been to Spain by the tubas when things are good in the fourth quarter. Well, and for football fans, even though we're excited to play, and you were telling the group of us here before we started, before you know it, it's going to be week 5. Yeah, so enjoy it because right now it's 1 game down, 9 left, the regular season, just like that. I mean, it goes by that quick, and you got to enjoy it. Final buck 33 and a handoff. Going to skate his way over to the far side of the field up to about the 45-yard line until he's upended there. First down for the Bears. Brings up a 1st and 10, move the chains, buck 9. And the running clock, this should probably be close to the last play because by the time if they get something this and lined up, it's under a minute. The Comanche Home Center fourth quarter. Oh, met with the exchange and the handoff, and down he goes. Down about the 40-yard line. Boy, just took him and had a little host of help. Down to the final 45 seconds. And we'll have our quick little post game and also our player of the game all coming up. Hope to have Chris Burke in with us as our sideline guy. As had obligations of taking care of something on a Thursday night for class and whatnot. Final 15 seconds. Here it is. It's going to be in the books. The Macarthur Highlanders will go to 1-0 on the season, week 0, as they defeat the John Marshall Bears 60-6. And, of course, they'll have Eisenhower and Lawton High as their two city foes coming up back-to-back games here at Cameron Stadium. We'll take a quick timeout and get back to our post game and our player of the game right after this. You're watching Big Mac Football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Goodbye, paperwork. Hello, convenience. Farewell, waiting. Hello, personal service. Catch you later, dreaming. Hello, planning. Buy your dream home, connect with a personal banker, and easily schedule an appointment with digital tools from Arvest Bank. Goodbye limits, hello possibilities.
All right, welcome back to Cameron Stadium. It is a final. It is 60-6 is the final, and the Highlanders go to 1-0 on this early part of the season in 0 week. It's time now for your post-game show. It's brought to you by Ballard Garage, family-owned and operated, an auto repair shop catered to you and your needs for flexible hours, and they're willing to work with your schedule to get your car fixed right. Call for an appointment today, 699-2400, 699-2400, 1526 Southwest F Avenue in Lawton. The post-game show will also be with our player of the game, and the player of the game is brought to you by Sovereign Bank, formerly First National Bank and Trust. They have a new name and a new look to empower your financial goals as well as serving our community. 2 locations to serve you in Lawton, 702 Northwest Sheridan Road, 6702 Quanah Parker Trailway, member FDIC. Player of the game, Jay?
It'd be number 1, Dominic Collins, the senior. What a great game he had, and what a great game for the entire defense, and the whole defensive side of the ball played really well. They got to just keep that up all year long.
Yeah, I got 2 pick sixes, took them in the end zone, scored on both of them, and congratulations on a great night. Congratulations to the Highlanders. They will face the Eisenhower Eagles next week here at Cameron Stadium. We'll be back live, and hopefully if it gets back to a 7 o'clock time, if it goes back to normal. But tomorrow here, if you want high school football on a Friday in Lawton, it's Eisenhower against Ardmore, 8 o'clock kickoff start. And don't forget our coaches show at the Hangout on Tuesdays at 6. So for Caleb Sherham, for Nathan Woods, for Jay Burke, this is Eric Sherham bidding you a pleasant good evening. It's a 60-6 score. Highlanders with the big win. You've been watching a presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Boomer.
Sooner.
Thanks for watching this presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.